All right, Ram fans, get on your feet, because here are the Rams of Central Catholic. Fans, today we are gathered in support of equality, social justice, freedom of religion, and freedom of speech. As Central Catholic, we embrace unity, peace, respect, safety, and dignity for all. At this time, we ask you to please rise and join our Central Catholic pep band with the playing of our national anthem.
Good evening, sports fans. Welcome to Hillsboro Stadium, the site of tonight's 6A Mount Hood Conference football action featuring the Central Catholic Rams. The Rams' opponent tonight, it is the Clackamas Cavaliers. Hi, everybody. I'm Dave Hall. I'll be doing the play-by-play. Working with me tonight, my broadcast partner, James Broadous. And James, I was talking with the Clackamas head coach before we started here tonight, and he said when we started this season, we had 2 dates circled on our calendar. One of them was tonight with Central Catholic, and the other one was their last game of the season with Nelson. So they think this is a big game. This is a big game for Central Catholic. Both of these teams, last week was the first week of the Mount Hood Conference, so there are 4 teams that are 4-0, 4 teams that are 0-4. Clackamas and Central Catholic, they are both 1-0. In fact, the Rams are 3-0 on the season and ranked number 9. The Cavaliers, they are 2-1 on the season and ranked number 5. You might think, why are they ranked higher with a loss? Well, here's how Patrick Chapman, the athletic director of Central Catholic, explained it to me. Central has 2 out-of-state wins. They don't factor in to the rankings when they make those rankings. So that's kind of where we are right now. This is a top 10 game between 2 teams.
Right. You know, one of the things about playing out-of-state teams and is that it's really about the experience. You understand as a coach that it may not help you in the RPI and all that, but sometimes as a coach you just have to make a decision. Do I want this for my team, for my players to get the opportunity to play out-of-state teams? And in this case, a team from Hawaii, you know, or do you take the opportunity to play in-state and help your RPI? Looks like the Rams decided to take the former, and it always works out for them. If you're a good team, you just got to beat better teams.
The Rams played Leilehua, Hawaii, beat them 35-15. Then they played a team, Central Catholic from California, beat them 45-19. And last week beat Barlow 65-0. Rams have scored 145 points and given up 44. Their plus differential is 101. On the other hand, the Clackamas Cavaliers, they beat Wells 27-16, lost to Camas, lost to Camas 48-6, and beat Sandy 34-31. Their plus minus is minus 28.
Wow, numbers don't always tell the story.
No, numbers aren't telling the story here.
Numbers are not telling the story. And, you know, this Rams team, you know, people were all, a lot of people were interested to see how would they respond without Coach. You know, Coach has been gone a long time, and now he's over at Union, and so they wanted to see how they respond. But they've responded well, 3-0 start, putting up big scores on offense, and so this is still a very good football team.
We're set for the kickoff. Clackamas will kick off. They will move from our left to our right. Rams will receive and move from our right to our left.
Teeing up the football for Clackamas will be number
Rams
8,
in their cardinal and gold. Clackamas colors, red and black.
I'm sure Coach Landgraf will have his team up. You know, you talked
Team
about
Rams, number 2,
this being a big game for both
number
teams,
12,
but you can
James
be
Wade.
ready. You can rest assured that Coach Landgraf is going to have his team ready.
Deep to receive for the Rams. Number 2, Demarius Gates, and number 12, James Wade. There's the kick. Dropped, picked up at the 15, trying to get to the 20, and just does. On the reception, that was Demarion Gates.
Duncan Wellman on the tackle.
You know, that was one of those short kicks. The kick, if he would have been able to catch that in stride, he might have been able to do something, but he had to bend over, pick it up, and that just slowed him down a little bit, gave time for the kickoff coverage team to get down there and make it difficult for Gates to make a move.
Robbie Long at quarterback for the Rams. Receivers wide, left and right, motion. Rams are set. The handoff turns the corner on the outside.
Tyson Davis on the carry.
On the carry, Tyson
Manuel
Davis.
Williams with the hit.
The last game that I did, I watched Tyson Davis, and he runs the ball hard. You know, it was really tough for, who was that playing? I'm sorry, who was that? They played their last home game, Central Catholic from California. It was hard for them to stop Tyson Davis running that football.
So it's 2nd down and 5. Davis again, big hole.
There he goes.
Into the secondary and all the way out to the 42-yard line. A gain of 17 for Davis. This is the only Mount Hood Conference action tonight. Tomorrow night, Reynolds at Gresham, David Douglas at Nelson, and Barlow at Sandy.
It's nice to get one of these games in on a Thursday. I can have a free Friday night.
Exactly.
All that means is I can go to bed at 9 o'clock.
You stay up that late? Long to throw, over the middle, incomplete. That's his first pass attempt. Robbie 0 for 1.
Deflected, incomplete.
Defense gets their hands up. They've been taught if you can't get to the quarterback, get your hands up, deflect that ball, and that's what happened right there. Really close to an interception. The Rams are particularly lucky right there on that play. Anytime there's a ball that's tipped, typically the defense comes up with it.
2nd down, 2nd and 10. Motion to the left. Set, receivers wide, left and right. Handoff, Davis again, turns the corner, cross midfield. Out of bounds, looks like about the 45.
Davis, the ball carrier. Cody Parker shoves him out of bounds.
He's a load
That's
right
good
there,
for a
and
Ram
he's got
first down.
speed. He's hitting that corner. He can run the ball between the tackles. He can run the ball wide. And one thing I liked right there, I don't know if you saw that, Dave, but he's running here on the outside, and he switched the ball from the inside hand to the outside hand, just like you're tied and like you see at the professional level. So if anybody was going to hit that ball, it was going to go out of bounds.
3 carries, 37 yards. Long wants to throw again. Underneath to Davis, to the 30, out of bounds at the 26. 14 yards on the pass completion.
Baker knocks him out of bounds.
Tyson Davis on the run.
That's
Tyson
good
Davis
for a
on the
Ram
catch.
first down.
He's highly involved in this first series, and I believe that he's going to be involved all game long. When you got a weapon like that, hey, use him.
I imagine it's a little irritating to the Rams to look at the polls and see them number 9, Clackamas number 5, when there's such a disparity in the statistics, scoring and defense for the two teams. Long set, motion to the right this time. Davis to the right on the sweep, to the 10, to the 5. He's going to go all the way. 27 yards on the touchdown run for Davis.
That's Demarion Gates. Demarion Gates.
I'm sorry, Gates.
There's a flag. Looks like
that was Gates on the carry, by the way, again.
Yeah. When Gates hits that corner, he gets the ball. Every time he touches the ball, he's trying to score. And when he hits that ball in space like that, he's very hard to bring down. Unfortunately, it looks like it's coming back.
You'd have to think maybe that's a hold at the line of scrimmage. It was a sweep play to the right for Gates. Let's see, here's the referee holding on the Rams, coming back.
Oh, 2 fouls. So they called the holding, and the Cavs declined that penalty, but they took the block in the back.
Personal foul penalty against Central Catholic.
Right, the holding was 10, the personal foul is 15, yeah. So 5 more yards.
A replay, first down.
Looks like a time for Landon Kelsey. We haven't seen him involved yet. We know that he's a big play receiver for the Rams.
Number 5, Landon Kelsey. So what it is now, it is first and forever. 33, I believe. Motion. Long to throw. Underneath. Complete. That's complete to Kelsey. Line of scrimmage was the 33 down to the 26, gain of 7.
Pass complete to number 5, Landon Kelsey.
You know, sometimes you just want to get the ball in the hands of some of your best players. Right there, Landon Kelsey come all the way across the field in motion, and it was essentially a bubble screen to him. And he had a few blockers, but the Cavs sort of closed that up pretty quick. But I wouldn't be surprised if they come back to him here soon.
26, long to throw, across and complete and out of bounds. Complete to number 84. That's Chris Darden.
Pass complete to number 84, Seagull Mulholland.
I'm sorry, 84. 84, Seager Mulholland.
Big target right there, 6'6", 235. You want to get him involved. They have a lot of weapons here on the Rams.
That was a gain of 8. 3rd and 1. Handoff straight ahead into the middle of the line. Cross the 15, cross the 10, all the way down to the 9. And that is number 6, Tyson Davis.
Davis, the ball carrier. Emmanuel Williams with the tackle.
Tyson Davis left, Tyson Davis right.
It's the goal for the Rams.
Tyson Davis up the middle.
Other than the 27-yard carry by Gates that was nullified by the penalty, that's pretty much where we stand.
Right.
1st and goal. Ball spotted just inside the 10. Long, the snap, drops back. It's going to roll right, looks. Going to keep it, turns the corner at 5, inside. Let's see the signal. Touchdown. 9-yard run for Robbie Long and a touchdown.
Into the end zone. Touchdown.
Nice play, nice read by Robbie Long. You know, he come back, went through his progressions. He saw that no one was open, and he just used the speed to get to the corner. But the most impressive part of that play was this double team block down here. The Rams look like Liam Madigan and Zach Stakuski.
Point after touchdown coming up.
put the whammy on one of the Cavs players, blocked him all the way to the sideline. I know Coach has got to be happy with that.
The snap down, the kick is up, and it is good.
Kick is good. Rams 7, Cavaliers nothing. Fans, join us this November for performances of our
That's a great opening drive right there by the Rams. As you said, Coach
join us November 15th,
has talked about that they circled this game on their calendar. Coach Holland, sometimes they say you better be careful what you wish for because the Rams are a good football team. And as you can see right there, just took the ball, just marched it methodically down the field, scored 7 points.
3:09 the time on that drive.
Yeah, not sure if I would call that methodically now that you tell me it was only 3 minutes. But you've seen them with the run. They moved the ball with the pass. The quarterback ended up running it in for the touchdown. A lot of weapons here, and I know I keep saying that, but you can't say it enough.
All right, we're going to see the first offensive possession for the Cavaliers. Go ahead, I'm sorry, James.
I'm sorry, I know it's early in the game, but the Cavs need to come back and score and answer early, because if they don't, this game could get out of hand.
Coach Holland told me to watch their quarterback, number 12, Dylan Brower. Got 3 good receivers, number 0, Lincoln Ross, number 4, Luke Baker, and number 11, Justin Larson.
Yeah, I've been interested to see this quarterback. I've heard a few good things about him. And if he has the receivers that we've heard about, that we've been talking about, then they could open this up, and this could become a high-scoring affair.
He's a junior, Dylan Brower. Cavaliers start on offense.
In the 2 wins, the Cavaliers have put up 27 and 34 points, so they can put points on the board.
Four-man front, 5-man front for the Rams. Handoff into the middle of the line, and Rams stuffed that. That's going to be a loss of a couple.
That hole closed quickly right there.
Tried to go off left tackle.
Noah Hayes with the tackle.
Second down. They spot that ball back at pretty much the line of scrimmage. The snap, Brower to throw way up in the air. Pretty much threw that up for a jump ball, incomplete.
Pass intended for number 11, Justin Larson, incomplete.
Yeah. On the coverage that time for the Rams, it was number 21, Donald McGregor.
It looked like they've seen something that they wanted to exploit. Try to get Justin Larson one-on-one, throw that ball up and let him go make a play. The pass was just a little bit too far wide. Justin Larson didn't have a chance to make a play.
Larson, by the way, let's see what his height is. He's 6'1". Receivers wide left and right, slot left and right, motion. Brower drops back to throw, throws on the outside, complete. I don't know if his forward progress got to the 30. Had to get to the 30.
Emmanuel Williams.
He had a foot forward, spun around.
James Wade, defensive back, did a great job of making that play. You know, like you said, it was right there at the line of scrimmage or right there at the first down marker, but Wade caught it. As soon as he caught it, he started pushing him back. He wouldn't let him get out of that tackle, or it could have been an easy first down.
Right, it's 4th down and 1. Going to go for it, and got it. On the carry for Clackamas, number 4, Luke Baker.
Baker on the carry.
Baker picks up the first down.
Ty Newberry with the tackle.
4th and 1 at the 20, your own 29 early in the game.
Yeah.
Gutsy call.
Well, you know what's up facing you on the other side if you punt it. And so, hey, they put the ball in the hands of Luke Baker just on a direct snap, put him back at QB. Sort of that wildcat formation, a version of that. Luke Baker just goes forward and gets that first down.
All right, 1st and 10 from the 32. Cavaliers trail 7-0. Rams took the opening drive for the touchdown. 9-yard run by Robbie Long. The snap. Handoff to the motion man. Turns the corner. Not going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Going to lose a couple.
Looks like Luke Baker again.
The ball carrier. Demary Gates with the tackle.
They're trying to get him on that jet sweep type, get him outside, use his speed. But one thing about the Rams is they have speed as well. So it's not always easy to try to beat them to the outside. We've been seeing that for years.
Rams going with a 5-man front. Brower, the snap, drops straight back, rolls left, throws on the outside, and jump ball. Oh, we got a flag.
Pass intended for Emmanuel Williams.
Usually when it's a flag back there, it's usually pass interference.
It's usually on the defense.
It's usually on the defense.
He threw into double coverage.
I'm
not sure if I believe that is the right call.
Pass interference against the Rams.
But I don't think they asked me.
15-yard mark off from the previous spot. Automatic first down.
That is a 15-yard penalty and an automatic first down. So it's 1st and 10 from the 44 for the Cavaliers.
Sometimes it's not a bad idea just to throw the ball deep and hope for a penalty. You know, the way that they throw flags nowadays.
Woody Hayes used to say there's 3 things that can happen when you throw the ball, and 2 of them are bad. Throw on the outside, complete. That's to number 11, Justin Larson.
He dropped it.
Dropped it.
Larson,
yeah.
Thought he had it. He went up in the air and came down feet in bounds, but dropped it.
He didn't complete the catch, as they say. You got to complete the catch the way to the
We've
ground.
come up with all these new terms now that didn't exist. Complete the pass is one of them.
Yeah.
I always thought you had to complete it, but now there's something else that's added on to the end of that.
Yeah.
So it's actually 2nd and 10 from the 44. Brower to throw. Looks on the outside, throws overthrown.
Pass intended for Larson.
Intended on the outside for Justin Larson.
Yeah, they really like Larson. You know, they like that matchup. These are things that you've already come into the game knowing you want to do. This is not something that you just sort of see on the fly. This was part of the game plan. See if they get Justin Larson out here one-on-one and try to get him on some deep balls.
Obviously, Brower feels comfortable throwing the ball that way.
And he's really only been off by a few.
Trip receivers to the left. Here comes pressure. Brower rolls right, looks, turns the corner to midfield. Not going to be enough for the first down.
Dylan Brower on the keeper.
It's going to be 4th down.
Donnie Bircher shoves him out of bounds.
And it's actually into Central Catholic territory at the 49, but it's going to be 4th and 3. Cavs going to go for it again?
Absolutely. You know, if you go for it on the 29, you're going to have to go for it on the 49.
Right. Brower checks back in. He went to the sideline to get a play.
You better hurry up. I want to see if they'll move that pocket and let Brower have an option of run or pass.
Receivers wide left and right, slot left and right. Whistle, timeout. Clackamas wants to take a timeout. They must have, maybe they got confused on how they were set.
Well, the play clock, you know, when we talked about Brower running in, he sort of just jogged, made his way, just took his time, jogged on into the huddle. And then when you break the huddle, he only had 10 seconds. By that time, you start trying to move guys in motion. Just wasn't enough time. And you couldn't take a penalty here and change this 4th and 4 into 4th and 9. one of those things that, old school, the quarterback would run all the way over to the sideline and get the play from the coach. Nowadays, you have 4 or 5 guys signaling plays in. They're holding up posters. They got pictures. They're over there doing TikToks and all that other stuff to figure out what play they're going to run.
Got a microphone in the helmet.
Yeah, you got all that.
I don't get to running back and forth anymore, but some teams do it. 4th and 3. Brower wants to throw on the outside, complete. Nobody out there. Rams have to come back and get that. Complete on the outside.
Pass complete.
Number 0, Lincoln Ross.
That's good for Clackamas. First down.
That play from the 49 all the way down to the 19, 30 yards on the pass completion for Brower. A mix-up in the coverage that time.
Yeah, it was a very nice play. Lincoln Ross ran out as if they were running a screen to the receiver out there, as if you're running a screen to Emmanuel Williams, but he turned it up, and both corners jumped on the screen, and Lincoln Ross is wide open for the big game.
There's a handoff, the sweep play to the right. That'll be tackled for a loss. Nice play that time on the outside by number 10, Asa Lundberg.
Yeah, Lundberg came flying up there. He read that play, and that play was doomed right from the beginning. He came from his free safety position all the way across the field. Made a great open field tackle.
2nd down and 13, a loss of 3.
Sort of what's lost, Dave, sometimes is the Rams defense. They're very good at tackling. This is tackle football, and if you can't tackle, you're not going to win very many games. As good as that offense is at putting points on the board, the Rams defense is equally as well.
Trip receivers left. Brower's going to roll that way. Looks and underthrown. He didn't have time to get set that time.
Oh, no. He had to make a business decision right there because Brevin Pike was breathing down his neck. And so, you throw that ball and just live to see another down.
Rather than take about a 20-yard loss, he at least got rid of it.
He threw it to third base over there.
Right.
He was trying to, as if he was turning a double play.
Right, a great throw from the left fielder to third base.
Yes.
It's a softball field right behind the football field. 3rd and 13, the ball at the 22. Receivers left and right. Motion to the left. That'll be, well, it actually went motion left. Now they come back with motion right. Just switch those slot receivers. The snap. Brower under pressure again. Rolls right. Going to throw underneath. That ball was tipped. Never got to the receiver. Bring up 4th down. 4th and 13.
It's like Donnie Virtue right there with his hands.
Intended for Larson, incomplete.
Well, they're going to go for it here.
Yeah.
4th and 13.
You might as well. You're sort of in that no man's land. I'm not sure if you have a field goal kicker that can make this kick from that hash mark. You're down by 7 to a highly touted offense. You can go for it. Maybe you throw that ball up in the air and hope for another pass interference penalty.
Here we go, 4th and 13.
Here comes the pressure.
Brower's going to throw on the outside and complete. A catch. That's Larson down at the 5.
Justin Larson.
That's enough for a 1st down.
Tatum Prama-Harris had good coverage on him. He's been actually covering him good all day. This ball was underthrown, and that's what gave Larson the opportunity to come back and make the catch.
Sometimes you underthrow the ball and gives the receiver a chance to break forward to catch it.
Absolutely.
Or break backwards, I'm sorry.
They're looking at the ball so they can read it faster than the defenders have to react. Let's see.
1st and goal.
Quarterback
The snap. Brower rolls left, throws. That's going to be, oh my goodness, slipped behind the defender and caught the ball. A complete touchdown pass that time to Luke Baker.
That was nice. You got to give credit where credit is due. That ball, when it left Brower's hand, it didn't look like it had a chance of being completed. But he knew exactly where to put it. Luke Baker ran under it, made a great play. Nice response by the Cavaliers.
Chase DeRocher to kick.
Time on that, 3:41. Here comes the point after touchdown. Down, the kick is up, a left-footed kick. Up and good.
Kick is good. We are tied at 7.
Three fourth down complete pickups. They picked up first down on three fourth downs. Why can't I talk? I'm stunned. I didn't think that would happen, to be honest with you. But they
so each team with one possession and one long drive, and we're even at 7.
That big play, that long pass to Lincoln Ross gave the Cavaliers new life and new energy and new confidence. Let's see if they scoop their deep men up this time. Last time they were playing back around the 5.
That point after touchdown, by the way, that was Chase DeRocher. Cavs set to kick off. We're even at 7.
The Cavs return team, the Rams return team is another weapon in this cog. Let's see what happens here.
Short kick.
Uh-oh.
And
Gates on the return.
Gates on the return, out to. Let's see where they're going to spot this. It looks like they're going to spot it at about the 46-yard line. No, they're moving it back. They're actually spotting it at the 31-yard line. 36. Referee was standing in front of the yardage line. The number 36 is where we're going to start. Central Catholic second offensive possession. Robbie Long, the quarterback. Actually got trip receivers to his left this time, but they're in tight.
Kelsey
wants to throw across the middle, complete.
Pass complete to Kelsey.
Complete to Kelsey.
Kelsey's another big target for him too, 6'4", 197. As a quarterback, you love throwing the ball to tall receivers.
On that tackle was Kenton Williams, number 48.
Quick 5 yards, stay in front of the chains. Just positive yards right there every play that the Rams are doing.
2nd and 4. Long pulls it down, turns the right corner, steps inside, maybe gets a couple. There's a flag down.
Looked like it was a broken play at first. Robbie Long made something out of nothing, but here comes this penalty.
I was just going to say to you, James, that looked like a busted play to me.
Good quarterbacks can make bad plays and turn bad plays into good plays.
Referee talking to the Cavs.
Holding penalty against the Rams.
Holding on the Rams. 2:47 left to go here in the first. 7-7 our score. Rams scored on a Robbie Long run. Cavaliers scored on a touchdown pass from Brower to Larson.
It takes a long time for the officials to mark the penalties and get the games moving. I'm not impatient though.
They're gonna take the play. Or did they back it up? Yeah, they backed it up. Here we go. Long rolls, gonna throw way downfield. That's over the receiver's head. Intended there on the outside for Gates.
Pass intended for Kelsey, incomplete.
All right, intended for Kelsey, 5. Gates was out there too. It was Kelsey. It was over everybody's head though.
Right. Robbie Long tried to extend the play. Kelsey would look like he was going to go deep, just trying to stay in line, in vision of the quarterback, and then he broke off his route, and Robbie Long still threw it deep. If Kelsey had kept running, if he had been able to figure out what Long was going to do, kept running, and he had action on a big play.
3rd and 11. The snap, Long, straight back, looks. Under pressure, gets away, still got the ball, gets away from the second defender, moves forward, and he's going to gain about 3. He needed 11. Are we going to see our first punt of the game?
Well, we'll see them line up in punt formation, but that right there is what they call a coverage sack. You know?
Right.
He just had nobody to throw to. Looked like they started off looking as if they were a man and dropped into zone and sort of confused Long for a few minutes, and they had good pass rush. So the Cavaliers defense looks like it held up.
Just because you have time to throw doesn't mean there's anybody to throw to.
Right, exactly.
Punt formation. There's the snap. Kick is away. High kick. Bounces at the 30 and out of bounds.
Ball goes out of bounds at the 35-yard line. It'll be first
out of bounds
and
at
10
the 35. First and 10 for the Cavs. They make the first defensive stop of the game.
Landon Kelsey punted that ball, and I don't know if he's used to punting. I don't know if they've the games that I've been a part of and have seen, they haven't done much punting.
Well, that ball was high, and when it bounced back a couple of yards. Spotted at the 35, first and 10 Cavaliers. 1:25 left to go in the first quarter.
Cavaliers look like they are putting all their eggs in the passing game. Let's see if they come out passing here in this series.
Motion. Brower to throw, tipped at the line of scrimmage, and incomplete.
Brower's pass, batted away.
Throw your hands in the air. And wave them like you just don't care. If you cannot get to the quarterback, put those hands up. We've seen that 3 times today. And all 3 of them have completed and have ended in incomplete passes.
2nd and 10 from the 35. Brower rolls right, looking downfield.
Hey.
Batted down again. That, James, there's another coverage sack.
Yeah.
He's looking and looking and looking. Nobody open.
Nobody's open. And there's another example of what happens when you get throw those hands up, make them throw the ball over you. Dylan Brower has shown that he's a pretty good athlete. He's 5'11" though, so sometimes it's going to be hard to throw that ball over the top of taller defenders, and they make themselves taller by throwing those hands up in the air.
There's a reason why Bryce Young isn't starting anymore at Carolina.
Well, there's a few reasons.
Yeah, there's a few. You're right. Brower looks, going to throw long downfield and incomplete. Another good coverage job deep.
There was a great tackle out there by the offensive guard. Tackle the Rams. And so I'm sure this flag should be on that right there, on that hold, or they should just call it tackle. Kanoa Hayes was about to wreak havoc in that backfield.
Let's see where they spot this. Rams might decline this penalty. I think he signaled picking the flag up.
Yeah, he did.
So it's punt formation. 4th and 10 from the 35. 1:06 left to go in the first.
Wellman in punt formation for Clackamas.
Wellman in punt formation. Whistle.
Jason Wade deep for
He
the
didn't
Rams.
have his mouthpiece in. So they take you out of the game if you don't have your mouthpiece in, huh?
Equipment violation.
When we played, that was a penalty.
That was a penalty, yeah.
like the fact that
there's
they
the
changed
snap,
it.
high snap, pressure, short kick. That's not going to get to midfield. And that's going to be spotted. Well, let's see. The line of scrimmage was the 35, and that's going to be spotted at the 38, 3-yard net punt.
So every coach on the Cavaliers sideline right now is saying we might as well just went for it.
Right, we might. Right, the success we had the first drive, we might as well just went for it.
That's a net of a 3-yard punt right there.
Oh, that hurt your statistics.
Absolutely. Now you're giving the Rams great field position, pretty much where they left it off once they had the ball.
Motion to the right. There's the handoff. Davis down to the
Tyson Davis on the carry.
30.
Keenan Williams with the tackle.
4-yard line.
You know, Dave, if I'm a betting man, if I was a betting man, I would have bet everything I owned that they were going to come out running the ball. Last possession that they had that ended in a punt, there was no runs to Tyson Davis. You can believe they're going to get him back involved here in this next possession.
And Clackamas looking for the run. There's the throw underneath. It's going to be a first down and be all the way down to the 24-yard line.
Pass complete to Davis.
Complete to Tyson Davis. Be a first down. Clock stops with 12 seconds left to go in the first quarter.
It's good for a Ram.
Good things happen when you put the ball in his hands. But the Rams have a bunch of guys that can make plays, so I understand you spread the ball around, but it's always great to know that you have that in your back pocket.
Unfortunately, there's only one football.
There's only one football.
Long. Motion to the left. That's trip receivers left now. The snap. Handoff. Davis. No, kept by Long. Pulled it out.
Stay with him. He'll pitch it.
Down to the 16.
Long on the keeper. Cody Parker with the stop.
Right there. That was a nice design play. Demarion Gates stayed with Robbie Long just in case Robbie Long had the just in case he wanted to pitch it. Gates stayed behind him.
That's the end of our first quarter.
Once they spotted the ball, the clock started running. There were 3 seconds. Clock just ran out. So that's the end of the first quarter. Our score at the end of one, it is Clackamas 7, Central Catholic 7.
Well played first quarter right there on both teams. We saw some big plays. We saw some well-sustained drives from the Cavaliers standpoint. You saw some fourth down conversions. Both teams are demonstrating why they are in the top, ranked in the top 10 on the OSAA rankings.
This looks like a very well-played game so far. We haven't had a whole lot of penalties. Haven't had a whole lot of punts.
Right. 2 punts and a few flags there. Like I said, we've seen long throws. We've seen big runs. We've seen nice tackles. It's a great game for here on this Thursday night. Very nice Thursday night out there.
For you not familiar with the head coach of the Clackamas Cavaliers, that's James Holland. James in his 5th year at Clackamas. Before that, he was the offensive coordinator at Simon Fraser in British Columbia. Before that, he was at Piedmont High School in California. And before that, he was a member of a national championship football team. He played from 2002 to 2006 at Linfield, and they won the national championship in 2006. By the way, he was an offensive lineman.
Okay. Well traveled.
All right, here we go. Rams, 1st and 10 at the 16. Now moving from our left to our right. Robbie Long, the quarterback. Receivers wide to the left and right. They're in the slot to the right. Davis, the lone setback. Gonna throw underneath, complete to the 10, to the 5, inside the 5, to the 4.
Pass complete. Demarion Gates.
Complete to Gates.
Davis with the stop.
Gates is real shifty right there. Get the ball to him in
First
space.
and goal for the Rams.
First man very rarely brings him down. He's going to make somebody miss. He almost took that to the house.
Well, they're going to spot that. They're going to spot it just outside the 5. First and goal at the 5. Now they say 6. Yeah, it's sitting right on the 6-yard line. But first and goal.
Kelsey or Davis.
Gonna throw, complete, dives. I don't think he got in. On the outside, number 8.
Pass complete to Andreas Nicolaitis.
Andreas Nicolaitis with the catch.
Luke Baker in on the stop.
Coming all the way across the field. Nicolaitis, nice catch, nice little pitch and catch. He had a high-low action right there with Kelsey. He chose to hit Nicolaitis coming across the field. He almost got in the end zone.
I was sure they were going to run to the right. You can see their strength is to the right here. This time straight ahead and in for the touchdown. Davis.
Tyson Davis into the end zone.
Tyson Davis with the score. A 2-yard run.
It's hard to stop Tyson Davis from getting 4 or 5 yards, so it's definitely hard for them to stop him from getting 2 yards.
10:37, the time on that. 13-7 in for the point after touchdown. The snap.
Martinez Rivera attempting extra point.
Martinez Rivera with the point after touchdown.
Rams
He's 2 for 2.
Clackamas 7. It's that time of year when our students raise funds for tuition support in a vibrant Central Catholic community.
Impressive drive, although it was short, but it was impressive. I guess Clackamas only has herself to blame on a 3-yard punt.
Right. You didn't anticipate that. But whenever you're on defense and you are playing against the Rams, you know that they can score on the long ball. They can score on sustained drives. So you always have to think about that when you have the ball. Maybe you do go for it on some 4th downs, even if it's 4th and long, especially if your result is going to be a 3-yard punt.
Let me quickly give you the top 10 teams in the state. 1, Lake Oswego. 2, Tualatin. 3, West Lynn. 4, Shelton. 5 is his Clackamas Cavaliers. 6, Jesuit. 7, Lake Ridge. 8, West Salem. 9, these Central Catholic Rams. And 10, North Medford.
Williamson, Baker, Jeep for Clackamas.
And you know, Dave, if you ever have an opportunity to read, sometimes they will print out the coaches poll. And you read the coaches poll, and you can see how different it is from the OSAA ranking.
You know, in the mid-'90s for 5 years, I was a voter in the AP polls for all the levels. When I agreed to take the job, I had no idea how many teams that were in the state and how many divisions. There's the kickoff deep, fielded inside the 5, out to the 10, out to the 15, and tackled. How did I do that? I got the newspaper. If a team lost, they moved down. If they won, they moved up.
Bobby Blanchett.
Yeah, there's no way that you can know a whole lot about all those teams.
And I was one of 8 voters.
Yeah, and it's still the same way. You know, we do coaches polls in basketball, and you're asked to put your best rankings forward. And I have to call friends sometimes and tell me, what do you know about this team? Because there's no way I can get all the way down to, Southern Oregon to take a look at some of these teams.
I was never a Heisman voter, but I did vote 2 years for the Wooden Award winner.
Okay.
And I thought that was a big honor. I remember the first year I did it, Calbert Cheney won that. I voted for him and he won.
So your vote counts. Uh-oh.
Oh, boy, that was a risky pass to the outside. Complete.
Pass complete to Baker.
Complete to Luke Baker.
With the tackle.
Sometimes completions are not always a good thing. He loses 4 yards, 2 or 3, or at least 3 yards on that play right there, and if you just don't catch it, you're 3 yards closer. And
he took a big risk to lose 4 yards.
Right. No, you're always taught to catch everything you can. And
Brower, the snap, drops straight back, now rolls right, strolls underneath, complete, down the sidelines, out to the 30, complete on the outside. That is number 19, Duncan Wellman.
Duncan Wellman coming out of the backfield.
Tiptoed about the last 7-8 yards down the sideline, out to the 30, out to the 29.
I can see why they are high on Dylan Brower. You know, he's capable. He's throwing the ball on the run and putting the ball right on the numbers of his receivers.
Way outside, incomplete. Intended out there for Emmanuel Williams.
That's intended for Emmanuel Williams.
You know, both quarterbacks tonight, I've been watching, neither one of them are pure pocket passers. Both of them have rolled pretty much every time they've taken a snap.
Right, and that ball right there went right through Emmanuel Williams' hands. Wow.
And he had about 3 yards on the defender.
Yes, yes. That goes as an incomplete to a quarterback and all that, but that ball was an incomplete by the receiver. You almost don't want to discredit the quarterback for that. That was a nice throw.
2nd and 10 from the 29.
James Wade's going to have to be.
Brower rolls right this time under heavy pressure. And I don't know if he threw that ball in bounds or not. He might have stepped out. If he got it away, he just barely did.
Brower's pass incomplete.
He's back there dancing around. He's light on his feet. He's avoiding some early pressure enough to throw the ball away. That's a good incomplete right there. But I like the pressure that the Rams are coming with. Let's see if they're going to start bringing pressure from the right side, forcing him out to the left.
3rd down and 10 from the 29. Big play for the Rams. You want to get the ball back. The snap. Brower now drops straight back, going to roll right. Going to throw outside, and did he catch the ball? Did he hold on? He did. Baker.
That's complete. Luke Baker. That's good for a Cavalier first down.
Took a sandwich hit that time and hung on.
Yes, you got to hold on. He put that ball on him. He caught it, and he took that hit. And then the main thing right there is protecting that football.
1st and 10 from the 42.
Another long pickup by the Cavaliers. They are doing very good on 3rd and 4th downs.
Handoff inside. Gain of about 3. Out to the 45.
Brevin Pike coming up from that linebacker position.
Brevin Pike with the tackle.
Pike with a good stop.
Cavaliers are growing more and more confident, it seems like, with every play, with every offensive play.
2nd and 7. Straight back, throws on the outside, incomplete.
Brower's pass deflected, incomplete.
So that time they came with the pressure from the right side. Donnie Vercher coming from the quarterback's right side, where we know that he has liked to roll out, where he has had his most success, and he couldn't plant his feet and make a good throw right there. Wouldn't be surprised if we see that more and more as this game progresses.
3rd and 7 from the 45. You know, you have to think if the Cavaliers don't get it, they're going to go for it.
Yeah, so this is 2-down territory. So some conventional wisdom says just pick up 3 or 4 and make 4th down more manageable.
Mm-hmm. It's 3rd and 7. 8:12 left to go in the first half. Brower going to throw on the outside again. Almost picked off. Gates out there.
Pass intended for Williams. Broken up by James
I'm sorry,
Wade.
it's 12, James Wade.
James Wade was like, no, not again, not today. He was right in Williams' back pocket. And at the actuality, Williams turned into the defensive player right there because that ball was pretty much in Wade's hand, and Williams come in and knocked it out.
Yeah, Wade had a pretty clear view in front of him had he been able to catch that ball. So it's 4th down.
I'm looking for Donnie Virtue on this play.
Gonna go for it.
Here they come.
The roll, left, throws underneath.
Wow.
And complete.
Pass complete.
Complete to Baker.
Baker.
Baker with 2 big catches on this drive.
2 big catches, 3rd and 4th down. Another nice throw.
Coach Holland told me to watch Ross, Baker, and Larson. He said those are our 3 receivers. Watch them. Well, they've produced so far.
Absolutely.
1st and 10 at the Central 44. Brower, low snap. Going to throw across the middle, downfield, up in the air, and a flag.
Pass intended for Williams, incomplete.
It's going to be pass interference. Pretty sure they're going to call this on the Rams, although, yeah, Rams are backing up.
Yeah, that is exactly what the call is.
Indicated against the Rams.
That'll move the ball to the 29.
Gives Clackamas another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 29. I paused there for a second because I thought that call could go either way.
That's what I was looking at, and I wasn't completely sure they were going to call that on Wade. Some of that you have to let go. Some of that is just football, incidental contact.
Long throw, Brower on the outside, picked off in the end zone, just kneel down. All right, there we go.
Brower's pass intercepted, and number 24, Cole Thomas.
Nice play right there. You know, Brower got a little bit ahead of himself, throwing the ball right there into double coverage. That receiver was not open. I'm sure if he could have that back, he would love to have that back, because that's really the first mistake that he's made all night.
Do it in the right, deep in the right corner of the end zone. Cole Thomas intercepted it, started across the field. I think then came to his senses, I need to kneel down here, and did. That'll bring it up to the 20.
Nice play right there by Cole Thomas. And I think maybe they couldn't be huddling up now, seeing if he caught the ball at the 1. Because there was a question of was he completely in the end zone when he got that interception, or was he out of the end zone?
I thought he was in the end zone.
Well, let's see what the.
Why are the Rams backing up? You might be right here, James. Or we've got a penalty. What's the call here?
See,
Yep.
But then I question, why would you let him kneel it in the end zone and then bring it back to the 2?
Right.
It seems like, I can see that the Cavs, James Holland, he's not happy.
If you caught that ball at the 2 and you went back and kneeled down in the end zone, isn't that a safety?
That's what I would be arguing if I'm the Cavaliers coach.
Okay. I don't quite understand, but the ball's going to start at the 2, and Long's going to throw underneath. Out to the 10.
Oh, he fumbled. No, he didn't.
Held on to the ball.
No, he got it.
Pass complete to Demarion Gates.
Complete to Demarion Gates.
Wow.
Gain of 8, out to the 10.
In any case, the Rams get the ball. It was a great defensive play nonetheless, and now they have 6 or so minutes to see if they can get down the field and score again. And we've seen them score in less time than this.
Long's going to throw on the outside, has a man open out there. Caught, inbounds, turns around, still going. Oh, what a play by Landon Kelsey.
Pass complete.
And that's complete. That's 30 yards on the pass completion.
Injury. I think is that Williams?
Let's see, I'll look at our.
Yeah, it looks like Emmanuel Williams on the coverage, and as Landon Kelsey turned back around, tried to go upfield. Williams tried to make the tackle any way he could.
Great fake that time by Long. Turned, looked, he had Kelsey. Kelsey ran a go route at about the 40, turned towards the sideline, caught the ball, did a little spin move to turn it upfield, and that's where we had the collision.
Looks like they were looking for the medical team over here on the side, bringing out the stretcher. Oh, Lord.
While we got a chance, I'm going to give you some stats in the Mount Hood Conference. I mentioned a little bit of these earlier. Central Catholic in 3 games has scored 145 points, have given up 44. That's a plus 101. Nelson has scored 128 points and given up 55. That's a plus 75. There is no other team in the Mount Hood Conference with a plus differential. In fact, Clackamas, ranked number 5, is minus 28. They've scored 67 and given up 95. Yeah, we just wheeled a card out onto the field. See if I can get anything a little closer there.
Looks like the family is coming out on the field. These moments are always scary when you're talking about football players, and in particular high school football players.
And the thing of it is, you have to take a few minutes here, and you're watching a serious injury. Somebody carted off the field. When they're off the field, you got to get right back up to the line of scrimmage and play.
And that's the tough part about the game. And a lot of times, the medical teams, they're going to take all the extra precautions when a player is injured.
I'll recap again where we are in this game. 6:25 left to go in the first half. The Rams lead 14-7. Cavaliers were driving for another score there and threw an interception that got the Rams the ball back. Looking at the Central Catholic schedule coming up, next Friday they will be at Gresham. They'll follow that up with a game here at Hillsboro Stadium, a big game. That's the game with Nelson. Then they'll be away at Sandy, at Hillsboro again here for David Douglas, and then they'll wrap up the season at Reynolds. By the way, I wanted to give you our schedule coming up here at Oregon Sports Beat. Next week on the 1st, we have a girls soccer match. That'll be at 6:30. It'll be Central Catholic on West Lynn. That'll be at Eastside Timbers. That's out at about 174th and Powell. On the 9th, we'll have a volleyball matchup. It'll be Central Catholic and Nelson. The start time on that is 6:30 at Central Catholic. I'll be on the play-by-play for that. And then the 11th will be the next football game that we'll be bringing here at Oregon Sports Beat, and that will be at 7 o'clock here at Hillsboro Stadium, and the Rams will take on Nelson. Oh, we got a second here, James. You're the coach at De La Salle North Catholic, the basketball team, state champion. Have you guys started practicing yet?
No, we have not yet, Dave. We will start practice I think November 19th is the first official day of practice. Right now, there's workouts and conditioning, trying to get the kids ready physically before the season starts.
Any thoughts about the upcoming season?
It's going to be interesting at our level. We play at the 3A level, and for the last 4 years, there's been a guy named Austin Maurer who went to Cascade Christian down in Medford. big 7-footer, and he sort of ruled 3A basketball on his way to Grand Canyon University. And so this will be the first time in 4 years that he's not around. Thank the Lord for that. He's, they 4-time state champion, beat us twice. Actually has put us out of the tournament 3 times in a row. And so it's going to be an interesting situation to see what happens with all the teams without having to face Big Austin.
So we're still awaiting the players still down on the field, medical staff attending to him. Both teams huddled.
The Cavs coach pulled his team over to his side to make a big huddle, and in those moments, again, there's players, everyone is concerned for their teammate, and so you're trying to just get them together and say some positive words and maybe even a prayer. But like you said, the game does continue at some point most of the times, and so you still got to try to rally your team. But it's great to see the sportsmanship, and everybody understands that this is more than just a game, and this guy out here is more than just a football player. And so you can see the the concern by both teams on the knee, cheerleaders. It's a quiet crowd right now.
Well, we've got a second. Let me ask you a couple of questions. What do you think about the current state of affairs in college football? Did you see the UNLV incident today?
Yes, with the quarterback.
He said they promised to pay me $100,000. And by the way, UNLV for the first time ever is ranked in the top 25. They're ranked number 23. They're 3-0. The kid they got graduated last year from Holy Cross. He's a graduate student with this year of eligibility. He says the assistant coach promised him if he came to UNLV, they'd give him $100,000. He said the first week of the season he went and said, can I have an advance on my $100,000? They told him no. So he went back, thought about it, went to the athletic department and said, I want my $100,000. They said, there's no way we're giving you $100,000. Pretty much, if you're a quarterback at a big school now, the going rate's about $1 million, $2 million, $3 million. And UNLV said, we're not going to pay. And he said, I'm not going to play.
This is what we're in for.
This is the madness.
This is the madness of this NIL, and clearly I wasn't there. None of us we know exactly what was said, but I could imagine assistant coaches saying that really happened in my mind, because assistant coaches will talk and they will sort of just go on their own.
I can't think of any reason this kid would have said they were going to give me $100,000 if he didn't actually hear that.
Right.
And now what he's going to do, he said, I'm not going to play. I'm taking my red shirt season.
Takes his red shirt season, comes back because he was off to a great start. And what were they, 3-0 right now? Yep. Yeah, and so he takes his red shirt season. He'll come back and play for somebody again next year, and they'll pay him $100,000.
And, of course, the courts just ruled now that colleges can pay the players directly. They don't have to go through a NIL anymore. They can pay players directly. So we're not going to see that NIL stuff anymore. University's going to just round up money and pay people.
Wow, this could get worse before it gets better. And I believe that the players should have been getting paid all the money that the schools and universities have made off of the players. But this situation right now doesn't look good for college football.
You know, you look at the pros and they have rookie contracts, and I'm a All-American senior at a college, and I've got a year of eligibility left, and I say to myself, I make a whole lot more money on NILs than I do on my rookie contract in the pros. Why do I want to go pro?
Yeah, no, absolutely. That's why they're staying. You look at someone like Caitlin Clark, and then when they were in college basketball, they were in college after her junior year. You know, she could have left and went to the WNBA, but was going to make way more money with her NIL deal than she would had she went into the WNBA, and that is the case. I think of
she
Manning.
She made $3 million her senior year on NIL money, and a rookie contract in the WNBA, $77,000.
Oh, I'd have been trying to get back to college. I was, seeing if I could petition for a 6th year. Can I get back in there?
How do I stay?
How do I stay? Yeah, no, I don't want to graduate. Don't give me those credits.
Right.
I don't want.
Can I give them back to you?
Can I give them back? Yeah. And can I loan some credits to some other people? The quarterback for Texas, the Manning son,
Arch.
Yeah, I think he's the highest paid.
He is
at this point. What is he making?
I think he's making $3 million, and he wasn't even starting.
He wasn't even starting.
All right, the player's up, and they've got him under the cart. See if I can see anything with my binoculars.
Yes, indeed. All right.
It is a Clackamas player.
Yeah. Looks like number 1. Prayers up. You see his family headed back. I'm sure they are.
Referees will give each team maybe a minute or two to kind of warm up. Rams players already running a couple of 25-yard wind sprints.
I used to be able to do 25-yard wind sprints.
Now I get tired driving 25 yards.
I get tired watching people do 25-yard wind sprints.
Right.
Look at all that. Look at that. That's enough. All right, here we go.
6:25 left to go here in the first half. 14-7, Rams lead. On that 30-yard completion, out to the 40-yard line, so it'll be 1st and 10, Rams at the 40. Cavaliers, they're going to take a couple of short sprints. That logo out there in the middle of the field, that's my alma mater.
Portland State.
You know, with the way things are, Portland State ought to join the Pac-12.
Yes. They should. Right now, the Pac-12 is just, it's in disarray. It doesn't look like anybody wants to join.
Today, the Pac-12 was begging some school called Texas State to join the Pac-12.
Oh, gee.
I think they're in the Sun Belt Conference or something like that. UNLV turned down the Pac-12, as did Air Force. So.
Wow. So is it it's still Oregon State and?
It's 7 teams.
Oh, we got 7 teams.
Mm-hmm. 1st and 10, Rams. Long the quarterback, trip receivers to the left. Motion to the right. The snap. Handoff. To the outside, jumps a player to the 40, to the 35-30, 25-20, 15, inside the 15, Davis.
Oh, no. Dyson Davis, the ball carrier.
Oh, and we got another player down.
On the tackle.
45 yards on that carry for Davis. And we do have another player down, a Clackamas player down about the 45-yard line.
Like number 20.
Is unfortunate.
Looks like it's Justin Clouser. Don't want to make mistakes with that, but from my vantage point, it does look like number 20. Coach Holland is unhappy with the officials for something, and I would imagine he's not happy that his player gets injured, and I don't know if he thinks it was a...
Right, 2 consecutive plays.
Yeah. So as a coach, you're going to say something. Let's hope Clouser can get up and walk. Okay.
Now the play came down that side. The player is up and he's going to walk off. He's a little slow. Is that 20? Is that the number of the player?
Yeah.
Okay, 20, and that is Justin Clouser. You're right.
That was another big run right there by Tyson Davis. He rips off big runs.
Well, that one was 45 yards. Well over 100 yards.
Well over 100 yards.
Long to quarterback. Davis behind him.
And his yard per carry is, I'm sure,
Way up.
way up, close to double digits, if not double digits.
Receivers wide to the left, slot to the left. Davis, the lone setback, 1st and 10 from the 15, the snap. Long wants to throw underneath to Davis, turns inside down to the 10.
Pass complete to Davis.
Why not?
Why not?
Why not put it in Davis's hands no matter where on the field?
He's hard to guard. He's hard to stop. And that's essentially a pitch right, but just get the ball in his hands and see if they can make a tackle.
Ray Marcesian on the tackle that time for Clackamas. 2nd and 5 from the 10.
See if they put the ball in the air. Reverse.
The sweep play. Gates turns inside. He's going to get close. He'll have the 1st down. He's down to the 2.
Gates, the ball carrier.
He's real shifty right there. He came on that reverse, and it looks like they were closing in on him, but he always makes the first guy miss.
They sent Davis that time to the right. Gates came back on the sweep to the left. Everybody was headed to the right. Got inside the 5, got a 1st down. It's 1st and goal at the 2. Davis, the lone setback. Are we going to see him on a dive play? Try to get outside. There's a flag thrown into where the pile was.
Davis, the ball carrier. Alexis Ruiz in on the tackle. Penalty marker on the play.
Ruiz on the tackle for Clackamas.
The Rams are walking backwards again.
Rams are walking backwards. All right, we're going to pick the ball up. It's going to be a penalty on the Rams. It was 1st and goal at the 2.
It's usually holding right there, but that was a quick hold because that play was a very fast developing play.
I thought the back was through the line before there could have been a hold.
Right.
All right, we'll take it out. Here's the call.
Holding indicated against the
It is a
Rams.
hold. Hold on the Rams. Takes it out. Out to the 12. 1st and goal from the 12. Looking for their 3rd score underneath. Gates spins down at the 1. He'll have that 1st down.
Pass complete to Marion Gates.
Nice spin move.
Ethan DeRocher on the tackle.
I know it's frustrating for a defense. You have your sights on him, you're coming to get him, and he just spins off you.
Rams, they'll take a snap under center, and Long, he takes the snap, just kind of looks, nobody's coming, he just steps around the outside of the line on the left. Touchdown, 2nd of the night for Robbie Long. 1 yard, that coming at 4:07, 20-7 now.
I really like that play right there. Robbie Long hustles to the line of scrimmage real quick, snaps it, and gets around the outside before the defense can get set. Looked like it might be the old tush push, but he said, nah, I'm not going through all that. Let me just step around the outside, get in the end zone. same amount of points, less contact.
Kick is good.
The point after touchdown by Martinez Ibarra. That's 3 rushing touchdowns, by the way.
2 by Robbie Long and 1 by Tyson Davis.
Yep. 21-7, Rams lead with 4:07 left to go in the half.
Oh, the Rams band is out here putting on a performance. Did you play in the band, Dave? Did you ever play an instrument?
It's a story that is amazing. In the yearbook, my yearbook under credits, I have band, sophomore. When I started the year, I found out, I played on the football team, I found out that the band was going to go to Cleveland, Ohio and play at halftime of a Cleveland Browns game, and I went and asked the band director if I could be in the band to go to the game. And he said, could I play an instrument? And I said, no. And about 2 weeks before the band went, he called me in and he said, we found the banner that you carry in front of the girls' drill team. And he said, if you want to carry that banner, we'll put you in a band uniform and you can go to the game with us. All right, the kickoff. To finish that story up real quick, I did that, so I'm in the band for one thing, carrying the banner. The band director said to me, though, there's no room for you to ride on the bus with the band. You're going to have to ride with the girls' drill team.
Well, that's not a bad.
So
that's not a bad gig either.
So yes, I was in the band. No, I cannot read music. No, I can't play an instrument.
But you can carry a banner.
But I can carry the banner.
Looks like a little squib kick right there. Little in-between onside and in-between squib. See if you can come up with it and get the ball back and try to score, but now the defense has to stand up.
4:03 left to go here. Cavaliers start on offense, 1st and 10 from the 33. Brower to throw across the middle and complete. Hang on. Yes, he did. No, he did not. Great coverage that time by the Rams. That was, I didn't see it.
Looked like it was Jamuke Asari.
Yes, it was. It was 11.
That was good coverage coming from that free safety position.
2nd and 10.
Oh.
The snap. Dropped straight back under pressure. Hit when he went to throw and incomplete. Intended for Baker. I don't know for sure, but it looks to me like the Cavaliers have abandoned the running game.
Right. They have. And, they didn't do much of it early anyway, but now it looks like it's just straight drop back Dylan Brower, and he's taking some hits now. And a couple of those passes right there, that pass right there hit Baker right in the hands, and he had an opportunity to make a play. Been impressed with Brower.
Brower under pressure again, little shovel pass forward. Oh, great tackle. Shovel pass to Wellman. When I asked Coach Holland before the game, I said, what player should I watch for? He gave me all receivers. He didn't give me any running back.
No running backs. No, that tells you right there. But that was Ty Newberry. He came like he was shot out of a cannon. Made a great open field tackle. If he doesn't make that tackle, that's definitely a first down. It might even be a pickup of 20 plus.
4th and 10.
Last punt was 3 yards.
Right, last punt was a net 3 yards. High snap, goes up to get it, it's under pressure, gets the kick away. End over end kick and takes a big bounce for the Cavaliers. Going to roll down to the 20-yard line. A little better kick that time, got 44 yards on the kick.
Yeah, I bet Gates and Wade both wish they could go back and and do that again. They sort of committed to not receiving the punt, thinking that it may bounce backwards. That ball bounced right back to where they were. They both had an opportunity to grab that.
So Rams will start on offense. Chance for another score. They have 2:51 to get down the field.
In this position before, they've tried to get single coverage on Kelsey and open up the field.
Davis, the lone setback. Throws underneath, complete.
Pass complete.
Complete to
Landon
Kelsey.
Kendall Stoll in on the tackle.
Stoll on the tackle for the Cavaliers. Kendall Stoll.
That's good for a Ram first down.
And that was good for the first down. 11 yards on the pass completion. Plenty of time.
Plenty of time.
Long. Going to throw underneath again. Complete. Kelsey. Kelsey turned back inside. He would have been wiser to just take a step out of bounds there, but all the way up to the 41. And that's another first down. Two passes, two first downs.
Kelsey looks like they're setting up at some point. Don't be surprised if you see a double move down here on Kelsey's part.
You know, I was just going to say that. Got single coverage, make a double move here and take off and go.
Setting up nicely pretty soon here.
And they'll run a sweep play, turned inside. Big hole. Davis, cross midfield. I don't think he got out of bounds, but he did get 14 yards.
Sean Hansen with the tackle.
Yeah, these guys aren't going out of bounds. They're trying to score touchdowns.
Right.
It's like out of bounds is for suckers. They're trying to score touchdowns.
So 1st and 10, the ball spotted. It's at the 47. Whistle. And the Cavaliers want to take a timeout.
Timeout, Clackamas.
They faced 3 quick plays that netted a total of 31 yards. I think they need to just kind of take a break and talk about how they're going to set this up.
Right, it's imperative that they do not let the Rams score a touchdown if they are trying to win this football game, and I know they are, because if the Rams go up 28-7 at half, it's really a tough road to hold to come back. So use all your timeouts, do whatever you have to do to try to stop this offense at this point. And unfortunately, we know that the Cavaliers are down one of their best corners, you know. And again, I just pray that he's all right. But so you're going to have to try to stop the bleeding somehow, and this is what the timeout was for. They are now having Baker shadow Landon Kelsey. Luke Baker is shadowing Kelsey.
Long. The snap, drops, looks, long throw downfield, and incomplete.
Pass intended. Davion Curtis incomplete.
It was intended for Davion Curtis, incomplete.
Yeah, we haven't said his name all day, but he's a big-time receiver as well.
Great speed.
Great speed.
And Long threw that ball about 40 yards in the air.
Well, this is like Cody Parker on this side. He's filling in for the injured Emmanuel Williams, and he is just bailing. He is not going to let anybody beat him deep. So you may be able to take advantage of that. He's already 10 yards off the ball.
Long takes the snap, throws underneath, complete. They got blockers set up. Steps inside, back outside at the 30, 25-20. And gang tackle down at the 15. a 33-yard gain.
Oh,
and then the flag for unsportsmanlike.
You know, can't get Curtis on the right side. Let's get him on the left side.
Get him on the left side, and right there they just threw that little quick out to him. Because, like we were just talking about, because Cody Parker was playing so deep, just getting the ball in space and let him get up and move the crowd. Nice run after catch. You know, that's what Davion Curtis can do. And unfortunately, it looks like he may have got flagged for talking trash after the play.
Well, it was a screen pass that turned into a 33-yard gain.
Yes. When you run that on the wide side of the field, you got one-on-one coverage over there. Now you just got to pick up 1 or 2 blocks, and that's what the Rams did. Executed perfectly. But you don't want to give any yards back by just sort of
Well, that's what's going to happen.
Mindless trash talk.
Unsportsmanlike conduct penalty indicated against the Rams.
Unsportsmanlike conduct moves it back 15. So instead of being down at the 15, it'll be down at the 30. 1st and 10.
Catch the ball, get upfield, move the chains, get the ball back to the referee. No need for anything extra.
And when I was playing, if you did that in a game, you ran steps.
Ooh. Don't remind me.
Right.
I don't even like walking steps.
Gates, nice move. May turn that into a touchdown. Oh, out of bounds about the 5. He jump cut one way and then cut back the other way, and 2 players were just standing there flat-footed.
Tell you, that guy does not like to get tackled. He does not like to get tackled. He is shifty. He makes most normal plays look very exciting. That was going to be a tackle for loss at one point.
How we did that. 55 seconds left to go. 1st and goal at the 5. We're going to see Davis. Yes, we are. And kind of tripped up that time. There was a hole there.
Davis on the carry. Cody Parker.
Might have got 1. Actually, we'll spot it. We'll give him 2. Down at the 3. Clock running, 35 seconds.
Plenty of time, 3 timeouts.
Right. There's a lot of room to the left.
Timeout, Clackamas.
And
Clackamas was late getting a sub in. Cody Parker was injured, but he didn't stay on the ground.
Timeout,
He got up and
Clackamas.
wanted to walk
Their
off.
third and
And by
final
doing
timeout
that,
of
it
the
took them
first
time
half.
to get off and get their sub in, and then they end up calling the timeout, so the Rams would not have an advantage on the play.
And that is their last timeout. Rams have all 3 of theirs. 24 seconds.
In those situations, you'll hear coaches yelling from the sideline, stay down, stay down, stay down. And players, you know, a lot of players with their pride, they don't want to stay on the ground. So he hopped up and sort of made his way off gingerly, but they may have been better served if you just stayed on the ground.
I once played in a high school basketball game, and in the first half I had missed a shot. At halftime, the coach told me we needed to slow the game down because the other team was really pretty good. And he said we need to pass more and take less shots. And I knew he was talking to me, and I said, Coach, I haven't missed yet. We came out in the second half. He said, Dave, take a seat over on the bench. I never got back in the game.
Oh, you got to be kidding me.
I learned a valuable lesson.
Yeah, get a new coach.
Don't talk back to the one you have.
Oh, okay, that too.
There's a throw. There's our first touchdown pass. Long, slant pattern.
Number 5, Landon Kelsey.
Kelsey finally gets that touchdown pass on a slant pattern.
When you have a big receiver like that and an accurate quarterback, that play is hard to defend. That quick slant is hard to defend. If you don't have anybody underneath to defend that pass, then their corner really has no shot. Great ball placement, good hands, great execution.
There's the point after, and it is good. There was really nobody out there. Once he ran that slant, he was wide open.
Wide open. And all you got to do is put it on him. And he has a big catch radius. So that's an easy pitch and catch. It's like taking candy from a baby, as they say. They don't know my grandbabies are. You're not getting candy.
Not getting. You know, you give the coaching staff some credit on that too, because they saw that. That play was well designed. 28-7 is our score. Rams lead. 18 seconds left to go in the half. We've had 21 points scored here in the second quarter, all by the Rams. Rams will kick off. That's a fun formation.
Yes, it is. And what else is fun is I'm watching the Ram mascot get videotaped by the news.
Wow, deep kick this time. Fielded.
Uh-oh.
Well, he stepped out.
They didn't blow the whistle.
He stepped out and then tried to step back in the end zone. Referee saw it and signaled play on.
He's looking at the ref. The official's looking at him like, hey, hi, how are you doing? He's like, what are you going to do?
I can't help you here,
I
buddy.
can't help you.
So a mistake, and that's going to spot the ball at about, let's see, they're going to mark it about 2 maybe. Nope, that's a 5.
He's lucky he figured it out and didn't put his knee down.
Right.
Well,
let's see if we're just going to kneel down here and go into halftime.
The Rams have 3 timeouts, so this would be interesting.
They could actually use them and get the ball back.
Right. I wonder what.
Just kneel down, and Rams are going to let the clock run out.
Oh, no, they're not.
No, wait a minute.
Dylan Broward takes a knee in the backfield.
Oh, Rams are going to take a timeout. I think.
You can't fault
Timeout, Central Catholic.
Yes.
Their first timeout.
You can't fault them.
Use up your 3 times out. Get a punt return.
Yeah, or he's got a punt from his end zone.
Yep.
Now the Cavaliers might try an offensive play and
throw the
lose
ball down the field.
Let's see. What are they going to do here? Because this is risky as well.
I don't think he's just going to kneel down this time. No, they are going to run the ball. Whoa, close to a safety. And Rams, are they going to take another timeout?
Yes,
yes,
if
they
you took
are.
1, you got to take 2.
Baker on the carry.
7 seconds. If they can stop a play here and take that other timeout, they'll get the ball back.
Timeout,
although
Catholic, their second.
This is 3rd down right now, right? So, yeah. So
a thing to do is if there's just like 2 seconds or so, is to just take the snap from center and just make sure you're outside the end zone and just fall down. Rams won't be able to stop the clock either then. Although, wait a minute, it's a change of possession.
Right.
Oh, okay. Strategy going on here.
There you go, right. And this is not like unsportsmanlike or anything like that.
No.
Here in the first half, anything is a go. You put as many points as you can here in the first half of the game.
There's the snap, going to go forward, trying to stay on his feet, burn up the time. Clock stopped 2 seconds.
Duncan Wellman on the carry.
So it's 4th down, 4th and 10.
Timeout, Central Catholic.
So they're not going to punt. You wouldn't put your punter out there. This is where you were talking. Right. You get that ball to the quarterback and let him just
kneel down.
Run, but you got to run out a second because you got the home clock. They're going to sit a guy back there just in case there's a quick punt, quick kick.
and deep. There's the play. That's going to end it. That is the end of the half. Our score at halftime, Central Catholic 28, Clackamas 7. It was 7-7 at the end of one. Rams outscore the Cavaliers in the second 21-0, making it 28-7. Let me recap the scoring for you quickly. Rams took the opening drive and went the distance, a 9-yard run by Robbie Long at 8:51. Point after touchdown by Martinez Ibarra made it 7-0. The Cavaliers then went on a long drive. They scored at 3:41 on a 5-yard pass from Brower to Larson. The point after touchdown by DeRocher was good. It was 7-7 at the end of one. 3 scores by the Rams in the second quarter. One at the 10:37 mark. That was a 2-yard run by Tyson Davis. The point after touchdown, Martinez Ibarra. Rams scored again at 4 minutes to go in the half. A 1-yard run by Robbie Long, his second touchdown of the first half. The point after touchdown by Martinez Ibarra made it 21-7, and then the score at 18 seconds left. A 3-yard pass from Robbie Long to Kelsey. And the point after touchdown by Martinez Ibarra made it 28-7. Robbie Long, 2 touchdowns rushing, 1 touchdown passing, 28-7. James, your thoughts on the first half?
Well, after that first quarter, you thought that this was going to be a really close game, but the Rams have just sort of taken over from that point, just sort of imposing their will offensively and defensively, as we can see. So this Ram team looks like they are up for the challenge.
All right, we're going to take a break here at halftime. We'll come back with a couple of minutes to go before the start of the second half. You're watching Central Catholic football from Hillsboro Stadium, Mount Hood Conference League game. Our score at halftime, the Rams 28, the Cavaliers 7. We'll be back.
test. Testing.
Welcome back. Halftime here at Hillsboro Stadium. 6A Mount Hood Conference football action. It is the Central Catholic Rams 28, the Clackamas Cavaliers 7. Rams with 3 rushing TDs, 1 passing. That was Robbie Long to Leonard Kelsey. Long with 2 rushing TDs. Tyson Davis with a rushing TD and about 150 yards rushing. He's been incredible in the first half. Demarion Gates with a couple of great moves on some pass receptions. Rams have looked very efficient offensively. For the Cavaliers, they've not been able to run the ball at all. They've thrown a lot of passes. You have to give some credit to Brower. He's managed to stay in the pocket, not stay in the pocket, scramble and avoid getting clobbered a bunch of times. So we'll see if there's any change in the pattern for the Cavaliers here in the second half. But so far, it's been all Rams, James.
Yes, it has been all Rams. After that first drive where the Rams came down and scored and the Cavaliers came back and matched them, since then it's been 21 unanswered, and the Rams have really sort of imposed their will on offense.
This is the only Mount Hood Conference game tonight. There'll be 3 league games tomorrow night. It'll be Reynolds at Gresham, David Douglas at Nelson, and Barlow at Sandy. You know, you have to think Cavaliers came in here ranked number 5, but you have to look, when you look at the statistics in the conference and everything, you have to think maybe Nelson might be the Rams and Nelson might be the 2 best teams in the Mount Hood Conference.
Right, and when you take a look at the coaches poll, the Rams are number 3, and Nelson is that 10th or 11th team on that poll, and so they are, they are highly ranked as well.
One of the things, you know, in the Mount Hood Conference, they have 4 maybe teams that are not so good, and beating up on those teams doesn't get you any, move you up in the polls any. Sometimes you beat those teams and you move down.
Right, right. It's all about that RPI, and you give me 2 people that understand the RPI, I'll give you $200. But it's just a bunch of you win and you get some points. If you lose, you get some points. If you win on the road, you get some more points. And it, just win your football games and don't try to understand it.
Kickoff, fielded at the 5, out to the 10, the 15, out to the 17-yard line. If you remember that last kickoff that the Cavaliers field, the receiver stepped inbounds and then stepped back in the end zone. That was a disaster at the end of the first half.
Right. And they were lucky to get out of that situation without anything worse happening to them. And here they are starting the ball at the 17-yard line. If they can start this drive like they started the first half, then they could be back into something. And we know that Dylan Brower has been slinging that ball all around the field. They sort of abandoned the run, as you mentioned. And let's see if they come out with that same strategy.
I think they ought to run maybe a couple of draw plays, try to slow down that rush. Going to throw on the first one, throw to the outside, and complete. Nice catch. All the way out past the 30 on the reception. That's Justin Larson.
Pass complete.
Well, they didn't come out running. They didn't come out changing. They went in and just tried to get better at what they do and throw the ball and let that ball go. And like you said, they got 3 really good receivers. I think their running game will consist of running back screen passes.
Rams shift over to the left. Brower to throw, throws underneath, it's complete. Complete out to the 35-yard line.
Complete to Lincoln Ross.
Complete to Lincoln Ross. There's the run and shoot offense. This is just the shoot.
This is just the shoot. Right. The coaches, the Rams coaches, Coach Landgraf is really upset. Thought that ball was dropped. Looked like the receiver picked it up from behind him. We're going to have to watch that back on Oregon Sports Beat just so you can see that replay there.
2nd and 5. Brower under pressure again, rolls left, going to keep it, going to get the first down or be very close to it.
Until we find out what that flag is about.
Dylan Brower on the keeper, penalty marker on the play.
Dylan Brower on the keeper. Penalty flag. Holding, going to back it up. Something you never want to see, yellow gabardine on the AstroTurf.
Yellow
gabardine.
Gabardine.
It's an old fabric that they used to make lots of stuff out of.
Yellow gabardine, all right. Learn something new every day.
Used to make the old penalty flags out of that. So now it's 2nd and 15 at the 26 to throw. Now rolls right under pressure and sacked. Wow.
Brevin Pike with the sack.
Somebody who played well in the first half. Brevin Pike played great. There he comes up with the sack.
Yes. Sometimes you got to go. What he did, what Brevin Pike did that I really like on there, he committed. A lot of times you're trying to keep the quarterback or keep who's ever running in the pocket. Sometimes you just got to go and get him. And he just went out there and just, again, shot out like a cannon and just committed to going all in, and he made the play in the open field. And that's not easy on Dylan Brower.
He's playing in sort of the middle linebacker position. Now steps up front, going to come on the blitz, throw on the outside. Incomplete.
Oh, there it is again.
There's the flag.
That yellow cathedral, what'd you call it?
Gabardine.
Gabardine. Yellow gabardine is out on the rug again. That's when you throw the ball short. My brother has a theory that you can throw the ball short on every play and just get pass interferences all the way down the field.
That's a good idea.
If you underthrow your receiver and once he turns around and comes back to the ball, you get into the defender's body and you get that call quite often.
Pass interference on the defense.
But is it an automatic first down in high school? I'm not sure that.
I believe it is.
Okay.
Yeah, well, I was going to say, no, then it isn't because they didn't move.
There they go, still third down. So you get the yards, but for that big sack that Trevor Pike had made, that Brevin Pike had made.
It's not an automatic first down.
Yeah, so now.
Personal fouls are automatic first
there
downs.
you go.
Brower, the snap, rolls right, throws downfield, and that's a catch. That's a catch out there by Luke Baker.
Pass complete, Luke Baker.
That is enough to move the flags.
With the tackle. That's good for Clackamas, first down.
Another nice catch by Luke Baker. He really concentrates on that football. He knows that he's going to take a hit. Right there was a big hit by Gates, and he held on to that football. And again, another nice run, a nice throw on the run by Dylan Brower.
First and 10 at the 45, the snap. Throws on the outside. Incomplete. I think you're right, James. Just put that ball up on a contested receiver and move the ball down the field.
Move the ball down the field. You can see the Cavaliers sideline is looking for pass interference. Almost every play they're looking for it. And, you know, as an official, you sometimes feel like I can't call everything. But as a coach, you feel like, yes, I need you to call everything if everything is for me.
Is there a play in football at any level that holding doesn't occur?
No.
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 So second down to 10 at the 45. Long throw downfield, tipped, incomplete. Clackamas has started leaving a fullback in the game, lined up next to Brower. In the first half, there were a lot of times it was empty set back there, but they put a fullback in trying to slow down the rush. I've seen that fullback on the last three plays. He's taken a beating.
Yeah, he probably doesn't want to be back there either because there's a lot of pressure coming.
Third and 10 at the 45.
At some point, they're going to have to try that running back screen, try to slow down this rush.
Here comes the pressure. Just did get it away. Dropped. Boy, Brower just got that one away.
Well, that was the screen pass right there. And, you know, you as a lineman, you sort of just chip your guy and let him get through and give him more room to set up that screen pass. It was a nice play design.
Right.
It's not completely executed.
Run some draws, run some screens, try to slow that down. That time, even that time it didn't work. When Brower let that go, he had a tackler hanging around his ankles.
Yes.
There's a punt. Just did get it away. Another high punt. And it'll be down. It's down at the 34-yard line. Rams will start on offense. They lead 28-7.
Calling all middle school students. You and your families are invited to attend our open house on Sunday.
Good defensive stands right there by the Rams, you know. The Cavaliers picked up another big third down conversion. We thought that maybe they'd get some momentum off that, but that pressure that they are just putting on Dylan Brower has just been too much to handle. I've seen the Rams in these situations just try to go for the jugular, as they say.
The home run.
The home run, let's say that.
Got one-on-one coverage on the outside.
But you also got Tyson Davis.
There's a flag.
The Garibaldi, the yellow Garibaldi is out on the field.
Gabardine.
Gabardine.
Davis has got this great move where he darts towards the center of the line, kind of just stops immediately, and then swings it out to the right or the left.
Yeah.
He's got great moves.
He does. He's got good feet for a guy of his size. He sort of sets the defenders up. Ooh, coach is unhappy right now.
You know, Davis listed at 6'1", 206. First and 17 from 27. Davis into the middle. Stopped at 30. It's going to be a gain of 3.
Davis, the ball carrier. Braden Marasigan.
Coach Landgraf, you know, he's doing a really good job, actually, you know, as well as we can see. He's doing a great job, and I'm watching his on the sideline, and he's not happy with Andreas Nicolaitis for that penalty, that last penalty. He's looking for perfection, and if he doesn't get it, he's going to let you know about it.
Long to throw. Got a receiver open out around midfield. Complete to Gates.
Pass complete to Demarion Gates.
Demarion Gates.
Gates with the spin move. As soon as he caught that ball, he was spinning. He has a sort of a sixth sense. He can tell right when he's about to get tackled or about to get hit, and he spins out of it quickly.
You know, Gates listed at 5'8", 164.
I was 5'8", 164 in fourth grade.
There's another pass over the middle, complete to Gates.
Man, he catches balls outside of the numbers. He catches the ball midfield. He's a great weapon to have.
Shaq was once 5'8", 164. He was like in the second grade. .647 in the third. Rams lead 28-7 on the move again. A couple of quick pass completions. Robbie Long, quarterback, motion. Now going to turn around and start back again to the left.
Timeout.
Up. Rams were not kind of set on what play they were running. I think there might have been some confusion.
Yes. There was some confusion right there. But hey, this is what you do. You make sure that you got it right. And I love, as a coach, I just love watching other coaches. Doesn't matter the sport, baseball, soccer even, football in particular. And I just love watching coaches and watching their demeanor and seeing just how they prepare and how they talk to their players, how they react in certain situations. And I can tell that Coach L is a big-time perfectionist.
Remember the guy who coached in the NFL, Buddy Ryan?
Buddy Ryan, yes.
He was a perfectionist.
Yes, I was
scream and yell the whole game.
And he had a 56 defense.
Yep.
Woo. You're talking about bringing pressure.
All the time. Right, here we go. First and 10 at the 42. The snap to Long. There's the handoff in the middle, a hole. That's Davis. Davis turns a hit at the line of scrimmage into
Davis, the ball carrier.
Gain of 6.
Alexis Ruiz on the tackle.
Gain of 6. It's 2nd and 4.
Be interested to see these stats again. I want to know what Davis's yards per carry, and then yards after contact, after the first contact.
And he's just a junior.
Woo-wee.
With the ball, hit from behind that time. Penetration on the defensive line. Got a hand around his ankles.
Davis on the carry. Cassius Weaver on the tackle.
3rd and 2.
Davis does a great job of falling forward. You know, if you're tackling him, you're not tackling him and then going backwards. If he's getting tackled, he's still falling forward, getting an extra half yard, an extra yard. All of that is important. Well, they got a bunch set up top. 2 dynamite receivers up top.
3rd and 2. Davis again into the center of the line. He easily has a first down. He got 5 that time.
Got the yards needed for the first down.
Davis on the carry.
Then let them tackle.
That's good for a Ram. First down.
First down Rams on the drive at the 35. Long to throw. Gets a block on the outside, turns inside. All the way down to the 5-yard line.
Pass complete to Demarion Gates.
Complete to Gates. Boy, has he been big on this drive.
Yes, Gates. He's so quick. After he catches the ball, he's quick. You know, there's quick and there's fast. And he's a little bit of both. But he's more quick than fast, and it is hard for teams to find out where he is to lay a good hit on him. And now look at this bunch set again, but Kelsey is in front.
First and goal. Going to run the fly sweep to the outside, steps in the end zone, touchdown. Gates on the score.
And he deserves that. He's had opportunities before, and he even got him down to the 5 and got him down within 2 yards of the touchdown. He had one called back. That drive, like you said, was highlighting Demarion Gates.
Martinez
he earned that.
To attempt the extra point.
Martinez for the extra point. Martinez Ibarra. 3:56 the time on that. Delay a game on the Rams will back it up 5.
Yeah, another, it was equipment.
34-7. Martinez Ibarra sets up.
This is kind of an important PAT right here for certain.
It's up, low kick, and it's through. 35-7.
It is good. Rams 35, Clackamas 7.
One of the reasons that's important is another score for the Rams and an extra point. We'll be in the running clock situation.
Oh.
By the way, that fly sweep that time by Gates, that was a touchdown the minute that Robbie Long tossed the ball to him.
Yes.
He had nobody out there.
Nobody out there.
Kind of walked in.
And it's hard to catch him, it's hard to tackle him when there are people out there, but there was nobody there. He could use his speed, and he just sort of jogged his way into the end zone. So at the 35-point mark is when they run the clock.
35-point lead.
35-point lead. Would that be in the first half too, if that was the case, or is that just a second half? I believe it's just a second half.
You know, that was my understanding. We were talking about that in a game here a couple of weeks ago, and I said I'd check on that, and I haven't done it. I'll check on it. I think
it's got to be second half.
Second half.
Well, Baker and Larson for Clackamas.
Another kick. That's going to stop it. 5 picked up. I think the receiver was waiting for that to bounce into the end zone, and it didn't.
Yeah, and it didn't. It just stuck right there. Now,
so,
if you play golf, there's a lot of shots that you hit trying to get onto the green, and you want that ball to just stick, bite. And that's what that ball did. Landon Kelsey, great kick.
I think maybe the special teams coach at Clackamas is going to have a workout session coming up soon. Dylan Brower, the quarterback for the Cavaliers, down 35-7.
It's a draw play.
That might be the most yards on the ground here in
Duncan
a while.
Wellman
Right.
on the
You know, they
carry.
ran those balls at the end of the first half
Cole
just to get
Thomas
out of
with
the
the
end zone.
tackle.
So those do count as rushes, but that's really the first meaningful rush since maybe the first play of scrimmage for the Cavaliers.
That's 5 yards on the carry for Wellman. Second and 5, the ball at the 14. And Cavaliers another run. They got maybe another yard. Be 3rd and 4.
Wellman, the ball carrier.
I think they were trying to catch
Nate
the
Diao on the tackle.
Rams, you know, and pursuing with all that pressure, and try to catch them with a sneaky draw up the middle. But the Rams are disciplined enough to be there as well.
Good word. They have been disciplined tonight. Complete. That's going to be a first down out to the 25, close to the 30. One of the things the Rams been doing on defense, they shift at the line of scrimmage on defense.
With the tackle.
They changed the look on a lot of different plays.
I like that. I like that. One of my strategies again in high school is that you got to make teenagers think. If you can make teenagers think, a lot of times you can win. And so they'll give them one look, shift out of it on occasions to a different look. Make those offensive linemen think.
Throw on the outside, complete, out to the 35, pick up a 5.
Pass complete to Wellman.
Wellman
Thomas
had
with the
5 yards
tackle.
on the rushing previous. He had 5 yards on that pass completion. 2nd and 5 at the 35. Rams with 4 rushing TDs tonight, 1 passing. Rushing TDs, 2 by Long, 1 by Davis, 1 by Gates. The passing TD to Kelsey. Brower wants to throw, looks on the outside, downfield, overthrown. Oh, a flag. I didn't think that ball was catchable.
Well, you know, we've seen today, Luke Baker make some special plays. We've seen Justin Larson get targeted early, so you know that he can make some plays. But right there, they didn't have an opportunity. He was going up to make the play, and DB, I believe it was Newberry, just sort of grabbed his arm on the way by.
I'll bet the Cavaliers have as many penalty yards as they have total offense.
Good things have happened when they've thrown the ball deep for them. Except for that one overthrow that was an interception, but other than that, it's been a lot of good things happen.
Minute 40 left in the third, 35-7, Rams lead. Motion to the left, set, the snap. Brower under pressure again. Oh, sidearmed that one up in the air out of bounds.
Just get the ball out of his hands. You know, the Cavaliers have been,
Brower's pass incomplete.
oddly enough, they've been better on 3rd and 4th down than they have been on 1st and 2nd down.
Remember that first drive, they had 3 third down conversions.
You're right. And a couple
fourth down
conversions, yeah. They might try to go petition to the referee, see if they can start on 3rd down. Can we start this series on 3rd down?
Oh, I like that one. The snap. Brower wants to throw, throws high, complete, and still on his feet. That's going to be a first down. I thought he was down, managed to spin around.
Pass complete
He
to
landed
Baker.
on top of the defender on the tackle.
Yeah, you got to be down. Your body's got to be down. If you're laying on top of a defender, you can still keep going. Baker that time got up, kept going, got another first down.
Either that was some great officiating by not blowing the whistle, or they had no idea and just figured it out as he kept running.
Trip receivers to the right. Brower's going to throw that direction. Incomplete.
Pass intended for Ross, incomplete.
There's that play that we saw earlier in the game that was completed a 30-yard pass on 4th down.
Right.
It's just that Ross hadn't made the wheel route up. He hadn't turned it up yet when Brower had got rid of the ball.
Lincoln Ross had a big reception in the first half. That time, though, pass was not complete.
It's a nice play, though. It looks like he's going to be blocking on the screen, but it's actually more of a pick play from the outside receiver.
2nd and 10. Trip receivers right again. Brower to throw. Complete down to the 32.
Pass complete to Baker.
Going to be about
Pike with the stop.
3 yards short of the first down. They'll spot it at the 31, 3rd and 2.
So far, Luke Baker has not disappointed. Coach Holland told you about him in the early part of the game, or before the game, I should say.
Trips right. Brower rolls left, throws. Is that a catch inbounds? And it is. Down at the 22.
Pass complete.
Much to the dismay of the Ram coaches.
Clackamas first down.
All you need is 1 foot. Referee felt like he had 1 foot. Everyone else on this sideline felt he had no feet inbounds. Another 3rd down conversion.
You know, that rule used to be if you push the guy out of bounds, it was inbounds. Now you can't, you got to get a foot down. On the outside, look out. See the signal, touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown pass.
Justin Larson into the end zone, touchdown Clackamas.
Justin Larson made a great play on that ball. He just tracked that ball and knew where he was on the field, was able to catch it, put both feet in bounds.
Chase DeRoche to attempt the extra point.
The receivers have played a very good game for the Cavaliers.
That coming at 7 seconds left to go in the 3rd. Point after touchdown coming up. It's up, and it is through.
Rams 35.
DeRocher with the point after touchdown. 35-14. Well, that was a great catch right over in the corner, in the front left, right corner of the end zone. Brower put that one on the money. 35-14.
Yeah, you throw that ball to that back corner, that pylon rather, and let your receiver make a play. We saw that to start the game. They went deep to Larson, early and often, and now right here they go back to it again and see if they can make plays, and their receivers have been making plays.
Why not? You're going to get a catch, going to get a pass interference call. Why not? Cavs will kick off. 7 seconds left to go here in the 3rd.
Chase DeRoche to kick.
Here's the kick. Kicks it away. It's a short kick. Fielded at the 22. And out to the 36.
Gates on the return.
Demarion Gates with the return. That was a short kick.
That's the end of the third quarter. Score Central Catholic 35, Clackamas 14.
Well, each team scored 7 points in the first quarter. Each team scored 7 points in the third quarter. It's that big second quarter for the Rams where they outscored the Cavs 21-0 to get our score to 35-14.
Looking at the coaching down there on the sideline, it looks like Walter Bailey, defensive back coach, is coaching up one of his DBs right now. Looks like Prama Harris, Walter Bailey, former Benson Tech football player, University of Washington, All-American, really good football player, really good athlete. Had a great college career at UW. It's a high-level coaching staff down there that's put together.
Oregon plays their first Big Ten game this weekend, and they play UCLA. Welcome to the Big Ten, huh? Straight ahead, Free takes that one all the way out to the, let's see, to the 43, gain of 6, 42. Davis gets 5 more.
The Ducks played Oregon State, so the last 2 games are Oregon State and USC, and neither one of them were Pac-12 games. So.
Right.
I mean, UCLA, no.
Well, Buckeyes are coming in 3 weeks.
Ooh.
The snap, long to throw, way outside, got a man out there, overthrown. No flag. Central Catholic fans, why don't we get a pass interference call?
Yeah, fans and coaches.
Incomplete.
See, this is when your head coach, as a head coach, when you're not calling the plays offensively or defensively, you can sit, you can talk to the referees, you can go get in their ear, you can just sort of strategize the game. A lot of times they're making calls on one side of the ball or not, and it sort of takes away from a different aspect of the game.
3rd and 5. Long wants to throw, going to throw underneath, complete. Complete for the first down. That was number 22, KK Sambi.
Pass complete to number 27, Luddy
I'm
Barron.
sorry, 27.
Keaton Williams
So
on the
it's
tackle.
27,
That's
Luddy
good for a
Barron.
first down.
And that's a name we haven't seen. That just shows you all the guys that can contribute here on offense for the Rams.
Still Robbie Long at quarterback. Receivers wide left and right. Gonna roll right, looks, there's open man, and caught up in the air, catches the ball. What a catch.
Pass complete. Bobby Blanchard.
Number
Luke
16.
Baker on the tackle. That's good for another Ram.
Bobby
first
Blanchard
down.
on the catch. All the way down, 21-yard line.
So the last 2 plays have been made by Bobby Blanchet and Luddy Barron, 2 guys that we had not talked about throughout the course of this game. More tools in the toolbox.
15 yards on that
Hale.
completion. Long fakes the throw, gonna roll right, runs out of bounds. Back to the line of
Robbie
scrimmage.
Long on the keeper.
I'm not sure if that was a design play or not.
I feel like it was, and he was trying to get everyone to look left and pursue left, and then he would take off for that same touchdown that he ran earlier. But there was 2 DBs on the right side that just sort of stayed home like they're tight.
Wide receivers not going in the huddle, you can see there.
Yes, I like it. And they just look over at the coach and they pick up the signal. They know the plays.
Snap to Long, wants to throw, rolls under pressure, rolls right, gets away.
Now.
He's going to keep going. Oh, big field. He may go all the way. Turns inside and down to the 5. 15 yards on the run for Robbie Long.
Robbie Long on the keeper.
Oh, there's.
Is there a flag there?
Yeah. The yellow.
Whatever.
Charbonneau.
First and goal, Rams.
No, not a call.
Over at the 20. But Robbie, that was I believe it was a design screen, but.
Well, let's see, we're backing it up. There is a flag.
And you can't. I don't know what that was called.
Well, it's a 15-yard penalty. It was out there where the wide receiver was.
Couldn't have been an eligible man downfield because he ran the ball.
Yep.
He looked like he started off looking to pass, but his lineman was so far down the field. It was the timing of the screen pass, I believe, but he couldn't make it happen, so he had to tuck it and run.
So it's 2nd and 23 from the 34.
That doesn't really. This opens up the playbook more.
Trip receivers to the
They're throwing.
left. Long wants to throw, throws it underneath, complete. Complete down to the 27. A gain of 7. Still going to be, though, 3rd and 16. 8:58 left to go in this game.
I like this matchup.
Long wants to throw inside. Oh, off the fingertips. Coming across the middle. Intended for Blanchet.
So right through his arms.
Made a great move, was coming right across the middle. 4th down, 4th and 16. What do the Rams do here?
Go for it.
See the receivers just standing out here on the left. They're getting the signal from the coach. They're not back in the huddle. Rams are going for it. 4th and 16 at the 27. Need to get to the 11.
Run that same
There's
route.
the snap.
Well, there he is.
Deep touchdown.
Pass complete. Landon Kelsey into the end zone.
Kelsey with another reception for a touchdown.
Touchdown Rams.
That coming at 8:27.
Nice route right there. Just like that post route by Landon Kelsey.
And that is the second completion of the night from Long to Kelsey for a touchdown.
Yeah. That's tough to guard.
They're going for 2.
Oh.
Long gets free. He's cut back. He may get in. Oh, dragged down at about the 2.
2-point conversion attempt is not good. Score remains Rams 41, Clackamas 14. Central Catholic is
James, what's the thinking there going for 2?
Official outfitter of Central Catholic Athletics, Nike. Just do it.
I'm trying to figure that
Living
out.
in our Rambley, you're invited to join us for the 26th annual Women's Wine Tour, Sunday, October
I'm not a
6th.
math major, so
You
what,
don't want to miss
what are we
this
looking at
tasty
here?
experience
Is
in
it
the heart of
27
Oregon's
point?
wine country. Learn more by visiting
29,
Central
maybe
Catholic's
then you just-
website.
I've forgotten how to use the slide rule, so I don't remember.
Right. The slide rule.
41-14, 27-point lead.
Well, you know, what I have learned is not to second guess Rams, they're good enough they have been successful enough to make decisions that we shouldn't question.
Rams to kick off.
Lennon Kelsey to kick.
Kelsey will kick off.
Luke Baker, Justin Larson deep for the Cavs.
Rams have scored in every quarter. There's the kick. That one's going to be fielded at about the 2. Almost stepped back in the end zone again. Out. Still on his feet, out to the 42-yard line.
Justin Larson.
Nice tackle right there by Bobby Blanchet.
with the tackle.
Bobby Blanchet on the tackle. Boy, he's been active since he's gotten the game.
Right. He's got that Troy Polamalu hair flowing. And that was a big Polamalu hit right there.
You know, he went to high school in Oregon. Went to Douglas High School down around Medford.
Oh, really?
Yeah. The set. Brower back to throw. Batted down. Batted down at the line of scrimmage.
Brower's pass knocked down.
Evan Brenner.
Nice play. That's been my favorite play all day. Those hands up. And I can tell you that is something also that the coaches scouted.
Exactly.
You don't do that as many times as they've done this in the game today with it just being happenstance. They prepared for that.
You're a big lineman, you're 6'5", you stick those hands up in the air, and all of a sudden you got to throw 10 feet over them.
Right.
2nd and 10. High snap. A running play. Maybe got one.
Duncan Wellman on the carry.
You know, they don't want to run the ball that much anyway. And then when you do and it doesn't get anywhere, I'm sure you're over there thinking, why are we running the football? But you have to diversify your offense, so you can't just be one-dimensional the whole time.
That was Wellman on the carry. Third and 10. And
delay.
I didn't see a flag. The clock shows 0.
Delay at 50-yard line. That's the judge that stares at the clock.
Yep. That back judge who stands way back is looking at the time clock for the play.
Looks like the timeout came before the flag.
7:21 left to go here in the game. Rams 41, Cavaliers 14.
You know, the Rams offense has been clicking on all cylinders today. Running the ball well, and throwing the ball well, catching the ball well. Other than that, they haven't played well at all.
Okay, again, it's 3rd and 10 from the 33. Brower under pressure, going to throw long on the outside, up in the air. Intercepted, was tipped by the receiver, intercepted by the Rams at the 50, the 40, the 30, and out of bounds. On the interception, I believe it's Asa Lundberg. Tipped by the receiver. Lundberg was just playing center field, came up with it.
Yep, Those tip balls, typically those go to the defenders. Everybody on defense is looking at the ball. And so you see that ball get in the air, and you go after it. Pick it off, go yell hot dog, and try to take it to the house.
Rams will start on offense, and they'll start. The nose of the ball is right at the 25-yard line, 1st and 10. Snap to Long, looks, across the middle, complete at the 15, still on his feet, inside the 10, touchdown. Kelsey, and that's 3 touchdown receptions in the game for Kelsey.
Landon Kelsey into the end zone, touchdown Rams.
Great play right there, Landon Kelsey. One thing about these Rams, receivers and running backs, is those yards after catch and yards after contact. Kelsey caught that ball, spun out of a tackle, and made his way to the end zone. Now this is when they go for 2. Again,
if they get 2, that'll be a 35-point lead.
I know there are some people that in this building, in this booth, in this chair that would really like to see.
There's a handoff straight ahead, and no, Long pulled it down and going to be passed, and it's going to be about a yard short.
2-point conversion.
Yeah, I think everyone thought that. First thought was that Tyson Davis had the football, but he pulled it out. Robbie Long pulled it out and decided to make the throw, just didn't get in the end zone.
And so there's 6:57 left to go in this game. Our score, Central Catholic 47. Clackamas 14. Are we going to see Robbie Long much longer?
No, I don't think so. I would think that there's nothing more that he needs to show today. 2 touchdowns on the ground, 3 in the air. Five touchdowns on the day. He had a great career today.
Passed for 3, ran for 2.
Landon Kelsey to kick for the Rams.
Kelsey to kick off. Another driving kick, and that goes into the end zone. Let me see here.
Goes into the end zone and come out to the 20. 1st and 10, Cavaliers.
4 touchdown passes for Long, 2 rushing touchdowns. He's accounted for 6. The touchdown was the 2-yard run by Gates. So Long has accounted for 6 of the 7, 2 on runs, 4 on passes. 3 of those to Kelsey. First and 10 at the 20. Cavs, not enough players, and they get a player in, they're going to have to take a timeout. And that's their second timeout. They have 1 left. They had a player come in, and he wasn't even set when it was down to a second.
That'll make a coach mad, too. It's like, what are you doing over there on the sideline? You know you're on offense, and
right.
You know, you should be ready. And he comes running in at the end and just not enough time. But, you know, in games like this, sometimes kids sort of lose focus. You know, it's hard to just you're thinking about the things that you could have done better. You just looking at the score, sort of getting out of hand, and sometimes they lose focus.
Well, sometimes players come in as part of a unit that's making a switch. And then when the coach says, hey, get in the game, you know, and you run out there, you've kind of lost focus of what's going on.
Right.
Brower still a quarterback for the Cavaliers. Down by 43. And out to the 30-yard line. Close to a first down.
Lincoln Ross. James Wade on the tackle.
Big receiver Ross with another catch that time.
That's a nice read right there by Brower.
It looks like the Cavaliers have some great receivers. They got 3 that look very good tonight.
If they could give Brower some time back there, because he can make all the throws. If you can give him some time, they might be onto something.
Trips left, rolling under pressure, going to throw. He's just going to throw that one away. Oh, late hit. Not going to draw a flag.
Pass intended for Ross, incomplete.
So frustration right there. Looks like Lincoln Ross just.
We're all the way across the field from where that happened. He might have got the hit in before it went out of bounds. But it's 2nd and 10.
Change the down marker.
Didn't change the down marker.
Yeah. Don't give many extra downs now.
Right. Brower back to pass across the middle and complete. Brower put that one right on the money. Tiny little window, and he got shot it in there.
Lincoln Ross, Asa Lundberg on the tackle. That's
Ross
good
on the
for
reception,
Clackamas.
Lundberg
First
on the
down.
tackle. First down. Just ticked under 6 minutes.
Throw that ball across the middle with some zip on it. Dylan Brower.
And he kind of sidearmed that one too.
Yeah. He's a junior, so he'll be back.
Get him some protection. That's what they need.
Yes.
Into the middle of the line on the run.
Thank you.
No gain.
No gain on the ground, but some gain on the clock.
Ethan DeRoche on the carry. Kanoa Hayes on the tackle.
2nd down and 9. Big pressure, gonna throw it, and that's a catch in bounds.
Pass complete, Luke Baker.
Brower to Baker has been a successful combination all night for the Cavaliers.
Well, it's just short of the first down. 3rd and 3. The ball is at Central Catholic 45-yard line. There's a draw play. Big hitter all the way down to the 25-yard line. A gain of 20 on the ground.
Duncan Wellman on the carry.
Wellman on the carry gets 20.
Stop. It's good for a Clackamas first down.
Right then, as you know, they've been trying to hit that draw play every now and then, and it finally did hit. With that draw, sometimes you just got to run it at the right time, and I think the Rams defense just sort of has succumbed to thinking that they were just going to pass the rest of the game.
On the throw underneath, complete down to the 20, so a gain of 6.
Lincoln Ross on the reception.
Ross Ross has come up big here in the second half.
With that crossing route right there, Lincoln Ross uses his big body that keeps the defender behind him. If you can put that ball in front of him, he'll make that catch.
He's in the slot. He looks like a tight end, doesn't he?
Yes, he does.
Ready to throw, looks underneath, and out of bounds.
They called one of those complete earlier on the sideline, on the Rams sideline. The Rams coaches thought he was out of bounds. If they would have called that one complete, boy, there's no telling what would have happened on that sideline.
3rd down and 4, Broward that time. Pass was complete but out of bounds. .258 left to go in the game. Cavs trying to get another score. Brower, the quarterback. The snap. It's going to roll left. Now comes back to the right under pressure.
Stay in bounds.
Steps out at the 21. Let's see. I don't
Dylan
think.
Brower on the keeper.
Yeah, it's going to be 4th. 4th and 6. He actually lost a couple of yards. Kind of slammed the ball down at the end. I think he realized he needed to take a couple more steps before he went out.
Oh.
4th and 6 from the 22. Wellman in the backfield, blocks. There's a throw, caught, touchdown. 22 yards to Larson. I'm sorry, Baker. It's to Baker.
Brower to Baker once again. Great combination for the Cavaliers. I know we've said his name a lot, but Brower has played an excellent game under the circumstances.
2:42 extra point coming up here. Down, the kick is up, and it's good.
Kick is good. Rams 47, Clackamas 21.
(47-21) our score.
You know, in the NFL with that new dynamic kickoff that they call, not sure why they call it dynamic. It's not very dynamic to me. But, you know, when you want to do an onside kick, you have to declare an onside kick, which to me is just unbelievable. It goes against everything that I've ever been taught in sports. You know, you don't have, since when do you have to tell the other team what you're going to do?
I don't get sometimes, and I don't get the terminology sometimes why that's a dynamic kick. It's like in baseball. If you hit a long ball and you hit the fly pole, that's a home run.
Yeah.
Why is it called a foul pole? Why isn't it the home run pole?
Right. So right now, you would more than likely see an onside kick, but if this was an NFL, you would have to tell the other team that I'm going to do an onside kick. What other sport do you have to tell somebody, the other team, what you're going to do?
I'm going to do this sneaky play, but I'm going to tell you. I have to tell you beforehand I'm going to do it.
So weirdest thing.
Do they have anything to lose by onside kick here?
No.
Chase DeRoche to kick.
Short, they pooch kicked it. Fielded. On the outside and gets out to about the 35-yard line.
James Wade on the return for the Rams.
Oh, then they got
That's
another.
Wade on the return.
Another unnecessary roughness penalty.
James Wade on the return. .234 left to go in the game. 47-21 our score.
What are they going to call unnecessary roughness or personal foul? Or same thing.
Oh, they're going to march this off against the Rams. Did he signal unsportsmanlike conduct? Okay. All right, new quarterback in for the Rams. And that is Bo Rolick, I think.
Uh-oh.
They blew that dead. It's a pass. It's a completion, I believe, to Kelsey, Landon Kelsey.
Pass complete. Landon Kelsey. That's good for a Ram first down.
So that's a 25-yard pass completion from Rolick to Kelsey, all the way out to the 40.
And a timeout by the Rams. One thing about it, if you come in as a backup QB and you want your opportunity to play. You don't just want to come in and take a knee or things like that. These are reps these are very important reps that you get, and this is how you develop your football team year after year. And if you want success, if he's a new quarterback, hey, throw that ball to Landon Kelsey. He'll get you some stats.
You put kids in that don't play all the time. They get in the game. What do they want to do? They want to score.
Yes.
I'm going to put you in the game. Don't score. Well, I'm sorry. Rolick, the quarterback. Hands off. Nope. Pulls it out. Keeps it. Rolick on the way. Rolick 40, 30, 20, 10, 5. Touchdown. 60-yard run for Bo Rolick.
There you go, right there. Get in the game. You want to score. You want an opportunity to show what you can do. You've been working hard in practice. You've been coming to doubles and all that. You get your opportunity, cash it in. Bo Rolick with a nice fake keeper.
I want to give you the time on that touchdown. 31 seconds. Possession. 31 seconds.
Martinez Ibarra in the kick.
Martinez Ibarra in for the point after touchdown.
31 seconds, huh?
Up, and it is good. 54,
Kick is good.
21.
54, Clackamas 21.
Thought you were saying it took 31 seconds to run that 60. A 60-yard dash in 31 seconds. That's about my speed.
I believe that's 2 plays. And in those 2 plays, I think they went 85 yards.
Yes.
25-yard pass completion, a 60-yard run. Just chalk up 85 more yards to the total offense. So 2:11 left in this game, 54-21.
Clackamas gets the ball back. They'll probably come out throwing that ball around the field.
Now, I didn't keep track. I think the Rams have 2 pass interceptions in this game. Is that your recollection?
Yes, one at the goal line here and one down here at the 35.
Okay. What was that?
Fake onside kick, really just setting it up for one of these games, just something else for your team to be weary of.
That's going to bounce If it goes out, it's going to come out to 35. It goes in the end zone, it's going to come out to the 25. And it's going to come out, I believe. I don't think it made it to the end zone, did it?
No.
I think that's coming out to the 35.
Kickoff goes out of bounds. Will come out to the 35. First and 10, Clackamas.
First and 10 Cavaliers, they trail by 33. In 4 games now, the Rams have outscored their opponents by 134 points.
Is that all?
Cavs going to throw deep, and that's going to be out of bounds.
Brower's pass incomplete.
Second down.
It's a 33-point lead, huh?
Mm-hmm.
That's not close enough.
James, we got 2:05 left.
I'm just thinking about the other people. I'm thinking about a lot of people out there. I'm sure they've worked all day and they come to.
Rolls right, now goes back to the left. Brower wants to throw, has a man open. Complete out to midfield and across midfield. 16 yards on the gain, but about 40 yards on the pass.
Colin Cotton with the tackle.
And if you count the yardage that he ran from one side to the other, that was a 100-yard play.
That's good for a Clackamas first down.
First down, Clackamas. They got the flag sitting right at midfield, so it's at the 50. First and 10, 1:27 left to go in the game.
They'll look for Larson at some point.
And on the outside, dropped. Dropped on the outside there. It was intended out there for Baker.
That's intended for Justin Larson, incomplete.
I thought it was 4. Was it 11?
Yeah, 11.
Okay, it was 11. It was Larson.
Yeah, we hadn't seen that in a while, so, you know, they like to go to Larson.
He's had some big catches.
Yeah.
Ross has had some big catches. Larson's had some big catches.
Don't be surprised if they try it again.
Baker's had big catches. Second and 10. Rolls right, going to throw long again on the outside. Has a man out there. Oh, the receiver fell down. It was wide open.
Intended for Cody Parker is incomplete.
Cody Parker out there at about the 20-yard line. Looked like he was trying to settle underneath the ball and fell down.
Fell down. He was trying to track it at first, and when he finally turned around and located it, he was on his way to the turf. Dylan Brower, he's really sharp on the short intermediate throws.
He's got a big arm, too. Brower wants to throw, rolls under pressure, rolls right, going to keep it and go out of bounds. He ran out of bounds at about the 40 and ran into the Central Catholic bench, and I don't know what happened there, but a flag went up right away. That may be personal foul on the Rams. Yeah, I thought everybody held up there on it, but something happened over on the sideline. He ran into the players standing on the sideline. 15 yards against the Rams. 56 seconds left to go in this game. 1st and 10 at the Ram 32.
He gets that ball up in the air, and that ball just sort of hangs up there, but it's always accurate. You know, one thing about Brower, his accuracy is very high.
We've had 26 points scored already here in the 4th quarter.
And we had 7 at the end of the.
We had 14 at the first quarter. Yep.
And third quarter.
1st and 10 at the 18. Brower wants to throw, looks straight up the middle, going to keep it, going to run. He's got some room. Now he throws it. And is it a touchdown or was he out of bounds?
Pass complete.
Touchdown.
Justin Larson into the end zone. Touchdown, Clackamas.
Brower to Larson.
It's like the DB just sort of lost track of where Larson was. As Brower started to scramble, sometimes you get your eyes in the backfield. Larson just turned around, went back the other way.
Down, the kick is up, and it is good. 54-28.
Hero says the kick is good. Rams 54, Cavaliers 28.
(54-28) our score. (18 seconds left on the clock on this one.
You know, it was a high-scoring affair, very, very exciting offensive game today.
At the end of one, there were 14 points. I thought this was going to be maybe a close game. We've now had 82 points scored in this game.
Wow. We knew they were capable. One thing we had talked about in the pregame is that we knew that they were capable of scoring. Both teams were. But like you said, it started off the way it started. It did not look like this was going to happen. And now we're calling timeouts.
18 seconds left to go. Clackamas took this timeout. That's their final one.
Get some players in the game that haven't been in the game and put them in on kickoff. Some of those guys were deep over there on the bench, and they were sort of making their way to the locker room or just considering the game is over and coach is looking for them.
Right.
Get in the game.
You want to play?
No, but I'll go in there if you want me
to. Short kick.
The old fake knee.
Remember when Scottie Pippen refused to go into a Blazer game?
Right. Yeah. He wanted that play to be drawn up for him. They was drawing it up for Kukoc. He wasn't happy about that.
Seven seconds left to go. This may be our last play. All the Rams going to do is kneel down.
You think so?
Well, the last time Rolick tucked it down and went 60 yards. So let's get into the victory formation here. And that's what we're going to do. Nobody has any timeouts left. There it is. Kneel down. Clock's going to run this one out.
Rolak downs himself in the backfield.
That's it. Our final score here at Hillsboro Stadium. It's the Rams 54, Cavaliers 28. Rams now go to 2-0 in the Mount Hood Conference, 4-0 overall. Clackamas 1-1 in the Mount Hood Conference, 2-2 overall. Let me recap the scoring quickly for you. In the first quarter, Rams got on the board first, a 9-yard run by Robbie Long. Point after touchdown was good. That came at the 8:31 mark. Cavaliers tied it up. They got a 5-yard touchdown pass from Brower to Larson at 3:41, made it 7-7. There were 3 Rams scores in the second quarter. The 10:37 mark, a 2-yard run by Tyson Davis. The 4-minute mark, a 1-yard run by Robbie Long. And the 18-second mark, a 3-yard pass from Long to Kelsey. That made it 28-0. A big third and fourth quarter. Here's the scoring in the third quarter and the fourth quarter. At the 3:56 mark of the third quarter, a 2-yard run by Demarion Gates made it 34-7. The point after touchdown, 35. Then Clackamas got on the board at 8:07 with a 22-yard pass from Brower to Larson. Point after touchdown was good as 35-14. At the 8:27 mark of the fourth, a 27-yard pass from Long to Kelsey was good. The point after touchdown failed. It was 41-14. At the 6:57-yard mark, another 25-yard touchdown pass from Long to Kelsey. The that made it 47-14. 2:42 mark, a touchdown pass from Brower to Baker made it 47-20. Point after good, 47-21. The 2:11-yard mark, a 60-yard run by the backup quarterback Bo Rolick. Point after touchdown good, 54-27. And then the Cavaliers scored with 18 seconds, 25-yard pass from Brower to Larson. There we go. Larson, and the point after was good. And that's our final score then, 54-28. James, your final thoughts?
Well, it was a good game. Like I said, offensively, great game. But really, my thoughts and prayers are with Emmanuel Williams, who got carted off earlier. And I just pray that he is all right and that he'll be able to be back in school and be back with everything as normal.
Okay, well, we got some people we want to thank tonight. We want to thank, of course, Hillsboro Stadium for their hospitality. I want to thank both athletic directors. I had a chance to talk with Patrick Chapman before the game, both head coaches that we had a chance to talk to, and were very helpful getting us information. Our crew tonight, Alva Myers, Steve Roberts, our cameraman, our producer, Ryan Johnson, my broadcast partner, James Broadous. And James, any final thoughts?
Well, it's going to be an interesting season. The Rams, as we see, was ranked 9. Clackamas was ranked 5. I'm sure these rankings will change. And
they're going to change.
They just continue to get better. And they are a tough team, even without Coach Pine. And Coach L here is making his name and putting his stamp on this team, and they look good.
All right, I want to remind you, we're Oregon Sports Beat. You can go to our website. We have our calendar up for October. Coming up, these are the coming up events we have coming up. Next week, on October the 1st, we have girls soccer. That will be at the East Timber Sports Complex. 6:30 is the start time. It's Central Catholic and West Lynn. On the 9th, we have a volleyball matchup. That will be at Central Catholic. 6:30 is the start time on that. That's against Nelson. Nelson, I think the last time I looked, was ranked 2nd in the state in volleyball. Our next football broadcast will be the 11th, and that will be here at Hillsboro at 7 o'clock, and it will be the Rams and Nelson. And again, those two teams look to be the class of the Mount Hood Conference. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Dave Hall from Hillsboro Stadium. in 6A Mount Hood Conference League action. Our final score, Central Catholic 54, Clackamas 28. Good night, everybody.